the second time in as many years, the UFC has touched down in the magnificent city of Perth, Western Australia. This time for UFC 305, and the bad blood in the main event is boiling hot as South African Dricus du Plessis defends his title for the first time against his nemesis, Israel Adesanya. Here is a live look at the weigh-in stage. We're set to have 24 fighters step onto the scale in the next hour. We're going to break it all down for you with some analysis and, of course, some shenanigans that have become a staple here on the weigh-in show. Welcome inside Rack Arena here in Perth, Western Australia, and what a star-studded affair it is. This might be the first time ever that we've had future Hall of Famer Dominic Cruz, future Hall of Famer Alexander Volkanovski, and current Hall of Famer with a big smile on his face, Daniel Cormier. This is going to be a blast, guys. Here once again, the second time in as many years, as I said, for one of the most heated rivalries that we've seen in the sport in quite some time in DDP and Izzy.
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun when you see the rivalry because once you choose a side, when somebody wins or loses, you can be excited with the person. So the rivalries are the best. They bring the best out of all of us, right?
100%, and obviously you're very close with Izzy, having trained with him. This is night we've been waiting over a year for.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's that bad blood's been brewing for a while as well, right? Like since last year, and you could even see, Izzy had his break, but I've been training with him during the week, and you can see that fire in his eyes. This isn't just another day in the office for him after that break. He's ready to go out there and really put on a show.
Rivalries can only take you so far, though. You got to have the skills to really compete at the highest level. These two have the skills. DDP has shown now he's the champion, beat the guy that beat Adesanya, and sounds like he's very confident that he's going to get it done this weekend. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Certainly looked pretty confident in the press conference. Obviously, we're going to be talking about that throughout the show. But before we get going, there's a little thing called the Tim Tam Slam. That was I told we had to start the show with. I have no idea what it is, Volk. So this is you to show us what this is all about.
I'm going to show you how it's done. So you've never done this?
No.
Oh, mate, you're in for a treat for this one, I'm telling you. So what you're going to do with this, Tim Tam's here, as you can see, there's a little trick to it.
Okay.
We're going to bite off a little corner off the top.
Okay.
Bit of crumbs went everywhere. And off the bottom, the opposite corner, right?
Okay, I'm going to give everybody a Tim.
So now, what we've done...
Oh, down.
Come on, bro.
I was trying to catch it with my mouth like Scooby-Doo.
We've just created a straw.
On the corner?
Yeah,
okay.
so corner. Don't go too big.
Two corners?
Yeah, the corner, just a little one if you can, and drink, so use suck out of the little one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to dunk it in and we're going to bring it through. And it's going to melt. It's going to just melt through the biscuit. And mate, you're in for a treat. It's one of my favorites.
The biscuit. Okay, so
Like a straw.
put it in here.
Looks like you're using it like a straw.
Use it like a straw, that's it. Yeah, but then, now, it's going to start falling apart this. Now watch this.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow, I get it.
Every
Tim
time.
Tam. The Tim Tam gets real soft.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm not-
exactly.
Yeah,
Just
did you
melts
listen
all
to
through.
what Alex was
You lost
saying?
it, yeah? You lost
I'm
it.
not pro. I'm not
Bro.
pro.
That's all right, but that just shows you, like, it just
Yeah,
melts the inside.
man.
Oh, my God. That is
I feel
amazing.
like I lost.
It makes the Tim Tam taste like coffee, and Tim Tams are good enough by themselves.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good. All right, while you guys are eating your Tim Tams.
Wait. Can we,
You want another one?
All right, go
Is
ahead.
that
Do you
what-
think? Do you think?
We have work to do. Early prelim starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Plus, with Aussie native Stuart Nicole making his UFC debut against Jesus Aguilar. And then we're going over to ESPN right after that. Tom Nolan, another Aussie, taking on Alex Reyes in the featured prelim. How about one more Australian? Jack Jenkins, back from an ankle injury, facing Herbert Burns and Juana Santos, looking to jump into the flyweight rankings if she can get by Casey O'Neill. And then it's the heavyweights, Junior Tafa and Walter Walker. As for the main card, starts 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Li Jinliang returns after almost 2 years away, taking on Carlos Prates. Heavyweight bangers, Tai Tuivasa and Jairzinho Rosenstrike going at it. Then it's Mateusz Gamrot looking to continue his ascent up the middleweight rankings against Dan the Hangman Hooker. I have some of this Tim Tam Slam stuck in my mouth. Phenomenal top 10 flyweight matchup in the co-main. Kai Kara France and Steve Erceg. And then, of course, the main event. It is the champ, Dricus du Plessis, defending his middleweight title for the first time against Israel Adesanya. Let's bring in the voice of the UFC, Jon Anik, right now. A couple of quick questions on what we have going down here in Perth on Saturday. Jon, let's start with Izzy. Just fireworks in the press conference yesterday. You could see the emotions flowing from Israel Adesanya. I haven't seen anything like that in quite some time. Were you surprised by what you saw?
No, Hellcat. Let's start with Dominic Cruz's sweater, looking like fucking Mr. Rogers out there on a Sunday morning, Saturday morning, whatever it is. So I actually just spent a minute with Israel Adesanya's parents here, and I think anybody, I mean, look at that sweater. Anybody who knows Izzy,
gotta get me.
I think is acutely aware that this emotional trigger yesterday is not something that is going to affect him in an adverse way come fight night. Israel Adesanya is very comfortable in his own skin. I think there's a lot of emotion with this fight, sure, but there's a lot of emotion with his family sitting in the front row. I think some of the emotions, DC and I were talking about this last night, start to come to the surface when you're cutting weight. So, Dan, I don't lean too far into this as any sort of negative. There is no denying, though, that Dricus du Plessis has realized success when it comes to maybe occupying some space in the head of his opponents.
Sure, he's obviously done that with Sean Strickland as well. As for Dricus du Plessis defending his title for the first time, he says we still have yet to see the best all-around DDP. Did he share anything with you about what he's been doing in training to level up since his last fight?
Well, it was a pretty simple thesis statement about being the hardest worker in the room, and for most of his career, he considered himself as such. But he said, once I become the undisputed UFC middleweight champion, it's not necessarily a Teddy Atlas thing that I level up 20 or 30%, but I can't afford to not be the hardest worker in the room because everybody is watching my every move. So he was always a guy who was lauded for his work ethic, and if you can believe that, I think he, took it up a notch in advance of UFC 305.
Co-main event, going to be fantastic. Kai Kara-France and Steve Erceg. I know you sat down with Erceg earlier in the week. Had a title shot, just 3 fights into his UFC career. Did he share anything that he learned from that fight with you?
Well, there were some in-fight mistakes, but I think it was a great source of confidence for him to go toe-to-toe with Alexandre Pantoja, to beat him in at least 2, if not 3 rounds. I sat there calling that fight in May in Rio and kind of felt like he was up 3-1 going into the 5th. So I think when you go toe-to-toe without an optimal championship training camp with a guy like Pantoja, you're going to be riding high. But Kai Kara-France, I'm not sure I've ever seen him in a better place. He's had more than a year off after the concussion, and a lot of familiarity on the co-headlining both sides. So we'll see what happens here Sunday morning.
All right, Johnny, do you want to get one more shot, kind of a split screen with you and Dom, just so you can get another look at his outfit?
I mean, I think that your guys are going to see that sweater for the next couple of, hey, Dom's fashion forward. I just don't love the wardrobe choice today. You know you're my guy.
It makes him look smart. And John, he got a tie underneath there. He got a tie in there. Let me see. Is there a tie?
No, he's not wearing a necktie.
He's got a tie under
I got
there.
a question. Did they give you guys a dress code?
Let me just
You look great. I told you you look sporty.
I think you look amazing. They got a tie underneath that sweater, man.
You know what? This is called banter, right? This is how we just burn each other, right? That's what got it.
It's not burning when you look that good.
Thank you. I got it.
John, thank you so much.
I
mean, here we have DC just looking like an absolute slob in a T-shirt, like he just eats Tim Tams for a living. I mean, what's going on? Stop making fun of him.
Whenever
I'm trying to be nice to people, so I'm keeping it shut down. Thank you.
John, when the show is called the UFC Weigh-In Show featuring Daniel Cormier, you wear what you want.
Yeah.
I keep trying to change the name of the show.
We'll put your name on the show if you weigh in today. How about we do that? We'll make you part of the weigh-in.
Absolutely not.
You don't want to do it?
No, you can keep the name of the show. I ain't getting on the scale.
I'd pay to see that.
Thanks, Anik.
How are you scared of the scale? It doesn't matter anymore.
Maybe I'm gonna fight again.
Oh, here we go.
No, Dom, that's funny.
Okay.
If I want to be funny, that's funny. All right, come on, let's get back to work.
We dropped Anik off the camera right when he was just laughing hysterically.
Nobody listens to Anik.
All right, we talked a little bit about it with John. The press conference was fireworks yesterday. Dricus really leaning in to the rivalry and saying a few things that obviously brought some emotion out of Israel Adesanya. We talked a little bit in the back room about it, and not overly surprising for you because he's an emotional guy.
Yeah, I don't think it's exactly what Dricus was saying, but as Jon Anik touched on it perfectly. I think he had his family in the front row. He can be quite emotional, and he is comfortable in his own skin, like as he was saying. So he's a very loyal dude. So even when it comes to friends and family, he can be quite emotional. And the family got brought up, and I think he got emotional. I think this is going to be something that'll benefit him. I think he's going to use this as fire and channel it in the right direction going into the main event this weekend.
I think he is such a smart fighter, and his emotional intelligence is so high, Dom, that some people would carry this into the octagon and let it affect them in a negative manner. I don't see that happening with Izzy, because he's just the way he's put together, the way he's built.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point. I mean, you got multiple world championships, so he knows what he's doing. And at the end of the day, emotion is not weakness if you can learn how to channel it. It can be a touchstone for a lot of people. You know, thinking about his family could be the one thing that powers him up. We don't know. And just because he cries doesn't mean it's weak. It could be the opposite. It could be strength.
You know, I don't understand why. Oh, here goes.
First one here.
I like when he says his name the right way. Adesanya. That's good. It's a strong name.
184, the official weight for the last style bender, Israel Adesanya.
Adesanya.
You know what I noticed? He's the
And
first,
his opponent
he's
is
the,
the
first one on the
reigning,
scale.
defending,
That's a big
undisputed
There
UFC
he is.
middleweight champion of the world, Dricus du Plessis.
Dricus showed up right away, right? He wasn't here initially, but this guy, for as big as he is at 185, always makes the weight and is always very early to the scale. And honestly,
185, the official weight for Dricus du Plessis, and with that,
185
your
for the champ.
championship
He
main
doesn't
event
look
for
as
UFC
sucked down as he normally
305.
does. He looks like he did it really well. I mean, the guy's in phenomenal shape, and his face doesn't look as sucked in as we've seen him in prior weigh-ins.
It's pretty crazy to know that he was he fought at welterweight as well. How long ago was that? When he was fighting at welterweight?
Long time ago.
It must have been, right?
'Cause he's
He's
huge.
huge. I remember seeing him in person the first time.
All right, next fighter to weigh in
and
this
he was
morning,
huge.
competing
It's
in
the
a
upper
prelim
body.
in the lightweight
Big upper
division, Tom Nolan.
Hey guys, it's Tom Big Train Nolan here, fighting out of Brisbane, Australia. I just want to give a shout out to Little Volk. Thank you so much for paving the way for us Australian fighters. We really
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Oh yeah, man. I'm expecting big things from Tom Nolan as well. As he's on the Dana White Contender Series, he looks so dangerous there. I think he tried to kind of bring that sort of hype into his fights, and maybe got caught up in the hype. But now I feel like I had a chat with him, and he said, you know, he's going to make sure he keeps himself pretty chill going out in this fight, and go fight the fight in front of him, not just go chasing the KO, which could have got him that finisher, obviously, not too long ago.
You know, Luana Santos, we sat down with her the other day for a fighter meeting, and she was very confident in what she feels she can get done in the octagon this weekend. But one thing about her that stood out to me was this is a fight she envisioned and called for.
126, the official
126
weight
for
Luana
Luana.
Santos.
And she knows exactly what she wants to do next. This is a young lady that has an idea how she wants her career to go,
All right, next
and
athlete
she's
to weigh in this morning,
putting it
competing
together
in the
step by
featherweight
step.
Division, Ricardo Ramos.
There's Ricardo Ramos, a 29-year-old from Sao Paulo, facing Josh Culibao in the prelims. You know, everybody has a long trip to get to Perth, but he might have had one of the longest with 2 consecutive 15-hour flights. He's coming in, of course, off back-to-back submission
145
losses,
and a half,
both
the official weight for
by
Ricardo
guillotine.
Ramos.
And it's the first time in his career he's lost 2 in a row. So he's been really leaning
next
on his
fighter to
face,
the
saying God
stage,
gives him
competing
energy,
in
and
welterweight
looking to get back on
prelim,
track.
Ricky Glenn.
This guy comes in so big too. He's another big guy for the weight class. Tall, lanky, strong, very good grappling. You know, he says he's got a brown belt, but does that really matter anymore? Everybody's got black belts, they say on paper, but you never even know. It's just
171
how they
for
show up
Glenn.
and use their grappling with their wrestling, I think is what matters, and Ricky Glenn always brings that. So it'd be fun to watch that fight.
All right, next athlete to the stage, one half. of
Israel
the flyweight
Adesanya will be
co-main
joining
event,
us
former
here
interim
on the
title
official
challenger,
UFC
Kai
305 weigh-in show in just a matter of moments. Now here's Kai Kara-France stepping to the stage.
Kai Kara-France has been away for a long time, and if you look at these guys from City Kickboxing, they look noticeably different. They are doing things different in the gym, and Kai's buying in to this new training program that these guys are using. Really making
125, the official weight for the number 4 ranked
125 for Kai
contender,
Kara-France, really making recovery a big part of what they're doing in the gym, so that come fight week, they feel primed and ready to go.
All right, next fighter to the stage, competing in a featured bout in the lightweight division, live on pay-per-view, the number 11 ranked contender, Dan the Hangman Hooker.
Dan Hooker said he unlocked a new avatar with his
Dude, look at
tattoos.
him.
Like,
Wow.
he's like,
How bad? Like just a year ago, like it was like a clean, like nothing on his skin. Now the whole body's just a
completely
covered.
different looking guy.
It's unbelievable that he looks like that.
155 and a half, the official weight
155
for
and
Dan
a half.
Hooker.
It really is. Like, I saw a side-by-side picture.
That's my
What
sleeper
happened?
fight of the night, this one, right? Like, I think
it's
that's
gonna
going to be the epic.
All right, next man up competing in a featherweight
My name's Jack Jenkins. I'm fighting out of Absolute MMA in Melbourne. DC, I heard you're over here and maybe playing some golf with the boys. I hope your swing has improved, brother.
Hey, you know what?
It hasn't, Jack. Just so you know, it hasn't.
Dude, shut up. Jack Jenkins, who is
145
145 for Jack. Jack hooked me up the last time I was in Sydney at a super private course with one of his friends. They kicked my butt. I'm not going to lie, but Jack, I am much better. I just don't cheat as much as Ellie.
Casey O'Neill. So I've been watching her even on the local scene. Like, you know, I've been watching a fair bit of her. She's so good at grappling. She's even getting so much better with her striking as well. So I'm expecting a big performance from her here in Perth.
125 and a half, the official weight for Casey O'Neill.
I will say, Volk, you're laying out for the weight. Most for guys that just do this initially, they don't do it. Good job,
All right,
man.
next fighter to
Good
hit the scale,
job, Volk.
competing in a featherweight
Listen.
prelim, Herbert the Blaze Burns.
Herbert Burns, I mean, if you ever watch his grappling, it is insane. Like, they're specialists, right?
Yeah.
This guy is definitely that. If he gets a hold of your pinky toe, he could submit you. It's crazy to watch how he formulates the submissions. And as all
146,
champions, you know how hard it is
official
to
weight for
submit
Herbert
people
Burns.
in the octagon at the highest level. This guy finds a way to make it happen.
All right, next fighter to the stage, charged with kicking off the pay-per-view main card in the welterweight division, Carlos Prates.
The Nightmare. By the way, birthday boy. His birthday on the 17th, which I believe is today. I'm a little turned around, but might be tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world. But quick turnaround for Carlos. Beat Charles Radke in June. Took 2 weeks off, then jumped
170
right
on the nose, the official weight for
back
the Nightmare,
into
Carlos
camp because
Prates.
he really wanted to be on this card. His 4-year-old daughter, Kyla, is Australian, and she's going to be able to watch him fight live
All right,
for
next
the
man
very
up,
first
competing
time.
in a flyweight prelim and making his UFC debut here Sunday morning, Stuart Nichols.
Hi, my name's Stuart Nicholl. I'm fighting out of Brisbane, Australia, and I just want to challenge Dominic Cruz to a breakdancing competition. You know, I think he's got some cool moves in the cage, and I want to see if he's got the dance moves on the dance floor.
Who did he say that for, Dom?
He wants to do dance moves.
With you?
Oh man, okay, let's go. I got a breakdance attack I can give him.
126.
It
do
looks,
this.
it looks like you could break dance.
I used to watch it.
Really?
That's what I used to grow up watching, and I was like, I need to
Can
learn
you do
that.
it?
No.
Like that Australian gal?
Yeah, about as good as Australia. Yeah, about that good.
She got good, she knew it, so she thought she could do it.
I got a
It just
guy who
didn't work.
I'll bet you could break dance pretty well. The last style bender, Israel Adesanya, joining us now here on the official UFC 305 weigh-in show. Izzy, good to see you. Good to have you back. When you don't fight in 11 months, it feels like 11 years for us fight fans out here. I'm curious, the time off, was it helping you more spiritually or physically?
Everything, physically, mentally, and even spiritually in a sense, because I got to remove myself from the game and find myself again.
Were you surprised how heated the press conference got yesterday and how emotional it was for you?
A little bit, yeah, because it's been a while since I've been here, but it was, you know, speaking on my, you know, like he said something, I was like, what the fuck are you on about? But I get the internet and their stupid, you know, comments. He said something about my servants, and that's rich coming from someone who owned slaves back in the day. Yeah, so for me, it just, if you don't know about my story, don't speak on it. But again, I let that out then. It was good for me to get that out there because it's been a while, and then now I'm back to my form and I'm cold.
Izzy, when you were in front of him yesterday, all week it seemed like it was very cordial and everything was good. But then yesterday it was turned back up. Was that a great reminder for you that I can say I'm here to take his soul, but now I know I got to take this man's soul in the octagon?
I told you, DC, when I'm in there, I trust myself. So, yeah, I wasn't in the cage yesterday, but I was in front of him, and he was in front of me, and I knew right there and then what I have to do.
You know, this fan base and the crowd yesterday was very excited to see you back. Was that a good feeling, Izzy? Because at times, like even you told me, you said sometimes you're like, this cocky son of a gun, what's he going to do next? But yesterday was all love, and the embrace must have felt good for you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And like I said, when I first fought here in Perth, UFC 221, I felt the love. Yesterday, I felt the love as well.
Izzy, you said you found who you are in this time off. Who are you compared to who you were with the belt? What's different?
We talked about this yesterday already, though. I never needed the belt.
Yeah.
And I said it yesterday to what he said. He said the belt proves he's great. And I said, I've been great before the belt. I was great with the belt. And I'll be great after the belt because I'm Israel Adesanya. And, yeah, I know who I am. I stand 10 toes in it.
And with the emotion, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I don't know, because the emotion. Do you believe that a lot of times that powers us up as athletes to have that emotion and be able to let that out?
If you know how to use it right. I am an emotional person, but I'm also very emotional intelligent, unlike most people. And yeah, I know when to use the fire to burn, you know, the power within. And yeah, soon. We have less than 24 hours before we scrap. And yeah, you guys will see then.
Easy, mate. What's happening? I'm going to switch it up a little bit. So I was lucky enough to be with Chef Matt and Geordie. So we're there prepping some of your go-to meals. So I'm not going to ask you what you're going to eat because I know we actually prepared it yesterday. But I do want to say, are we in for a treat with a walkout or anything like that? Because I haven't really got to ask you that. So I just thought I would ask you now.
Nah, not really. This one, it's business because I have missed this. The walkout's always special with me anyway. I'll walk there to the octagon, feel the energy, and then use it against them.
Good, mate. Looking forward to seeing you get out there and do your thing, mate. Can't wait.
Sure, brother. Thank you.
Izzy, before we let you go,
Oh.
Volk's cooking on a scale of 1 to 10. What do you rate it?
It's 100. Go cooking with Volk.
It looks
Appreciate
good.
Bless you guys. See you.
It looks good.
I mean, to be fair, he's starving. Come on.
There you
See, trust me, you'll like it.
Thanks, Izzy. Appreciate it. A very emotional build-up for Israel Adesanya, and we've talked about his emotional intelligence, which he addressed right there, and you essentially said the same thing earlier. Can it be draining, though, Dom, when you have so much build-up, so much emotion behind a fight like this?
You know, everything about leading to a fight is draining, but that's what we train for. When you're training 2 hours twice a day, every day for 3 months, this is not emotionally draining. The training is. So we're in such good shape at this point that whatever you hit us with, we're ready for it. I really believe it's not going to drain him, but it can drain people, but we're in shape for it.
Why, you know, everybody's making such a big deal about the response of Adesanya yesterday. And I get it. I get it. I understand. But we've seen him emotional. We have seen him fight with emotions. The time that stands out the most to me was against Paulo Costa. He hated Paulo Costa. He hated Paulo Costa's team because they were all in his face. They were talking trash. They were messing with him the whole time. And he knocked him out. He's done it time and time again. He's been in these fights where he seems to be emotional. He doesn't seem to be himself. And then when he goes out there, he performs. The only time it hasn't happened was with Sean Strickland. But that was because Sean Strickland wasn't expected. He wasn't supposed to be there as the challenger.
Yeah, well, one thing that I do want to sort of talk about with that as well, like Izzy's a pretty spiritual type of guy as well, right? He's like, everything's always deeper with him. I just go through the motions, right? But with him, everything's so much deeper. So he loves to sort of lean on that. And I think this is just going to benefit him.
Hold that thought for one moment, guys. Alex Reyes, the executioner behind the curtain here. He's facing Tom Nolan in the early prelims, one of the biggest underdogs on the card. Just the third fight for the 37-year-old from Southern California. Lost to Mike Perry back in 2017.
156, the official weight for Alex Reyes.
156, the official weight for Reyes. His career, of course, was derailed by a rare spinal infection that took him out of the octagon for 6 years. He's worked his way back, and the brother of Dominic Reyes has had to watch his bro fight, and now he's back.
So what did he weigh?
156.
So he made the weight.
Yeah.
He made the weight.
I was wondering, like, if you're that close, you come and you have to like get behind the screen. You are so nervous. Like, God, I hope I don't have to go back and do more of this.
Oh, it's the worst feeling.
Because once you let the sweat stop, and then you got to go do more, it's impossible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
But you're talking to 3 guys that have never missed weight, so it doesn't really matter that we have to do it again.
When you can cheat like you do, and
Put dudes that always did it the right way, so
Volk, I cut you off because we had to get back to the weigh-in.
yeah.
You're talking about spirituality and
Yep.
and Izzy and the way that he's able to harness that, unlike few other guys.
Yeah, man, that's it. Because every time I talk to him, whatever it is, he's very spiritual. I'm a little bit different. I just go through the motions and just preparation, but he really dives into the emotions and the feels, and he just goes much deeper with everything. So he makes, I don't know, I just feel like he leans into these emotions and things a lot more than most people would. So I feel like it's just going to do nothing but benefit him come tomorrow night.
I agree.
I don't have that card.
You
because-
guys have all been in the position, right, where you've defended a title
That's it, yeah.
for the first time, right? So
Yep.
you've always been the hunter. And then once you get there, you're top of the mountain. And you hear the old saying, like, a lot of times it's harder to stay on top of the mountain than it is to get on top of the mountain. But when you go from the hunter to the hunted for the first time, what's that feeling like?
It's hard because they got this weird saying of to be the champion, you got to defend the belt, right? They put this extra pressure on you, so then you start getting ready to go defend the belt. But then after a while, you come to the realization that every single time you're going to fight the most dangerous, the most scary dude in the world, and you better be prepared. Because if you get accustomed to a certain life, you want to live that life, you better keep that damn belt, right? So you train your ass off and you get ready. But it's nerve-wracking initially because it's almost easy to chase because you see that thing out in front of you that you know you got to go get. But then the moment you become the man, now you're like, what am I chasing? That is what makes us all great, man. From relationships, right, to fighting, to learning how to do this job, we all want to get better. But when you accomplish the ultimate thing, it's to find the extra motivation is what's scary initially.
When I got there, each time I've had it, and then you lose it, and then you got to get it again. In that in between, and then you're going for the third time to get it again. I start to reframe it. Just when did I ever really have it? If it's always up for grabs, I just can never forget how you get done winning, and you're at the press conference, and you're bloody, and you got cuts all over your face, and you just squeezed out the win, and they go, "This guy's gonna beat you.
There's another dude
This
waiting.
guy's gonna beat you next time." You're like,
There's
wait
a
a
guy
second.
waiting.
What are you talking about? Did you see what I just did?
You 30 minutes. Hey,
I
Dom,
barely
you're still,
made it.
Dom, you're still limping. You're
Yeah.
limping from the kick.
You can't even
Go
get
ahead.
get on or off the
kiss your
stage.
family. You're so happy. And by the time you sit at that dais, they're like, Dana whispers, what?
Yeah, they're so the key for me is always reframing it. It was never yours in the first place. You never had it. It's just, who cares? Just show up and fight.
Yeah, that's what. For me, it's again, like you're defending your belt, you're doing all these things every fight. But for me, I just want to be better every single time. Every time I step in there, drive to be better. That's what I've always said. I raise the bar. So who really cares about the belt? You know, if you get to, it's great having the belt.
Yeah.
A lot of cool things come with it.
Yes.
But at the same time, when it comes to performance and me being an athlete and competitive, I'm just going to be better every time I step in there. And that's just how I look at it.
The craziest thing about us, like we'd be fighting, right? And sometimes it's like hard and you're like beat up and you're bloody. When you're winning and defending the belt like Volk was doing it, they were really pressing this dude to fight again the next time.
No, I was
because at least
them.
for
I was
us,
pressing them,
because
man.
at least for me, I would be like, yo, guys, give me a few months. I need a few months before I start thinking about this again.
Yeah.
But when you're clean, it's like, man, we can put this dude in. 16 weeks. Get
Well,
him in
you're
there again.
obsessing about one person for so long, and then you finish, and you're finally done, and they got a new guy they want you to obsess with. Like, can I win, please? Can I just be the winner, please?
The beauty in it is you can only do it for a few days, and then you're like, I gotta go get something else.
Yep.
Yep.
It doesn't even really satisfy you.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't.
So sad.
Not at all.
Guys,
It's really sad.
we have the second half of the main event set to join us here on the weigh-in show.
Still Knox?
Dricus still Knox.
Oh,
Du
still Knox.
Plessis is joining us here. Dricus, looks like you had a good weight cut. DC mentioned how good you looked up there on the scale. Looking healthy and fresh as you could be at this point, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we got on Monday in fight week, I always plan these things so early because, if you want to be champion of the world, I do all those things. I think about it as a contender mindset in terms of doing it better every single time. When the fight week came around, I don't know what happened, but I did my loading perfectly and solid. I took a lot of sodium salts, all that. I was heavier than I've ever been. I'm talking about maybe 10 pounds heavier than ever, 8 pounds heavier. And I thought, wow, I don't know what's going on. 4 weeks ago, everything was perfect, but the weight just started coming off as, stuck to the plan, stuck to doing everything. Definitely the best weight cut I've had in the last 2-3 years, 100%. I felt amazing. The weight came off easily. It wasn't, I think I'm going to be getting in that octagon tomorrow. I'm going to be a monster.
Speaking of heavy, things were heavy emotionally at the press conference yesterday. You seem to have really leaned in to the bad guy role here. Obviously, this is a pro Adesanya crowd. You were booed relentlessly during the press conference, but a smile came across your face. Was your game plan to try to get into Izzy's head, or did you just kind of go with the flow at the press conference yesterday?
Well, I have to say, with the crowd booing, I was booed a whole lot worse in Vegas, quite a bit more in Canada, and this was, I give them a 6-7 out of 10 for booing. So I mean, that's the third worst, like the third best boos I've had, So it's getting better. It's getting better. There were some cheers as well, but getting in his head, not at all. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't emotional for me. It was emotional depending on who you ask, and that was him. He got emotional. I understand that, and he said he did a lot of soul searching. It looked like to me like there's quite a few things that's still bothering, but that's not my problem. And no, it wasn't the plan. But of course, I had to pull some strings and see where it got me.
Yeah, obviously they're mentioning the booze and that, but I actually thought you've had the Springboks were in town, right? So how's it been in Perth with the support that you got?
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing. I understand the booze, of course. You're in enemy territory in that sense, not literally enemy territory here in Oz, but in the name of sports, it's so amazing. Just the vibe, the people, and true what they say about Perth. The crowd is insane. The atmosphere is so electric, and with the Springboks playing in town, and all the sports fans, rugby fans, MMA fans, sport fans of all over the world being here, and the Australian fans, the New Zealand fans, the Springbok South African fans, fight fans. It's an electric crowd. These two sports coming together. It's a very mutually likable sport, and it's amazing to see. I mean, it makes it all that much more exciting.
One more from me. I just want to know, what's your go-to meal now? Obviously, you get to eat. Are you going to take it easy, or are you going to go treat yourself?
No, let me tell you this. Right now, I'm still drinking. I'm going to definitely get me some oats. Warm oats. I have some cold ones here. When I get back to the hotel, I'm going to that buffet. I'm going to get myself some oats, but I'll be taking it easy now till later afternoon, and then I'll be hitting that sushi, the Nobu sushi. I'm getting that at the Crown. It's going to be awesome.
This dude's talking about eating sushi, and he wants some oats. Like, all you normally think about is eating something, good. Dricus want to eat some oats. Dricus, listen. So yesterday, the confrontation with Izzy goes in the way that it does. Sean Strickland had a very emotional response to you. How are you doing that to these guys? How are you frustrating them so much when all you're really doing is just not really caring about what they're saying? And it almost seems as though they're like, my God, I can't get this guy to understand. So it makes them kind of go a little crazy. What are you doing to these guys?
Man, DC, let me tell you this. I said it too. I won't be bullied. I won't be bullied ever. And when you have guys that act tough, that wants to bully, once they get that medicine, and that's how you stop a bully as well. And I always tell this to the students at my gym. Bullying is bad. Bullying is not right. Bullying is terrible. When a bully gets his own medicine, that's when he'll stop bullying. If a bully comes and he punches you every single day and you just let it slide, and one day you hit him straight in the nose, I promise you he won't do it again. You put him on his ass, and that's exactly how I got taught that by my dad, I got taught that by my brothers, that's how I was brought up. So I'm not a disrespectful person, I know that for a fact, and I won't be told otherwise. I'm always respectful if you're respectful towards me, and if you are going to try and bully me, if you're going to try and make threats on my life, make threats on any kind of threats towards me, I won't allow that. And that's stating facts. When you're talking to a guy that's trying to bully you up there, and you bully them back and you show them what it's like, and they never like that. And I think that was the case in both of these fights.
So all of this stuff is fun.
And also, sorry to interrupt you, I think I might be the problem. obviously, because it's 2 for 2. I'm also willing to go that route and say I take full responsibility.
Yeah, Dricus, I think you might play a part in it, brother. But at the end of the day, right, all that is fun, but you got to beat that man in the octagon. And now you got to not only beat a great fighter, you got to beat a pissed off great fighter. How do you do that?
Listen, I honestly believe emotion has no place in that octagon. You know, any emotion is one feeling too many in there. When we're getting in there, it's strictly business. And like I said, it's all funny, all fun and games. That's all come to an end. The worst part of this whole fight game is over now. I'm drinking, I'm hydrating, I'm eating. That is the worst part is over. I just got on that scale, made perfect championship weight. Now it's time for the fun. Now it's the part that I've worked for so hard. And now all the talking's over. That was not Dricus, the fighter that was there. That was Dricus, you know, the guy who had to be there for that press conference. Dricus, the fighter, is the one showing up tomorrow. And he's a serious guy.
Dricus, Izzy is known for his title reign and the things that he's done in the division. How important is it for you and your legacy to compete, not just compete, but also beat a guy like Adesanya and the things that he's done? How important is it for your legacy?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in terms of legacy, beating Adesanya as a name, as all the things he's done, that's one thing. It's obviously amazing. But beating my next opponent, regardless of who he is, regardless of legacy, of what he's done, it's about what I need to do. And that is winning my next fight and winning that belt. I need to win that belt back after they take it off.
So my last question is, Adesanya is known for his kickboxing. Like, that's what he's known for. What do the fans in the world need to know about how you kickbox? About if this was a pure kickboxing match with no takedowns, no grappling, no anything, how do you fare against a guy like Adesanya?
Yeah, kickboxing guys take into consideration that they can take a jab, they can take a quick straight, they can take a quick hook. It doesn't matter. Fighting big gloves, fighting at range, fighting upright. This is MMA with these new gloves, even being thinner. Guys, you can't take that shot. You can't just be taking shots, especially from a guy like me who's a big puncher. Yeah, it doesn't look all that pretty, but my striking style, I also come from kickboxing background, has been adjusted to fit MMA striking. This is not a kickboxing match. Even if it stays standing, the way, the distance we fight at, the way our body postures, the distance we need to close, taking consideration a takedown, taking consideration all those things. As pure kickboxing style is far, MMA kickboxing style is superior to a normal kickboxing stance in an MMA fight. And that is what kickboxing fans should know about kickboxing and MMA. Obviously, Izzy has made those transitions. That's why he has the resume that he has. But I've been in there as a kickboxer and I've been in there as an MMA fighter. And I know how to bring it together to make sure that I walk out there as the victor tomorrow.
Dricus du Plessis defending your title for the very first time. Best of luck. Can't wait to see the fight tomorrow. And thanks so much for joining us here on the Weigh-In Show.
Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Steve Astro Boy Erceg.
Thank you. Back to the weigh-ins now. And here's Steve Erceg, Volk.
Steve Erceg, yeah, he's a great fighter, man. What a story, even just coming off a title fight. You know, now fighting here in Perth, so he'll be used to. I think this is perfect for him. You heard the reception he got. You know, the crowd were going nuts for him. But he's coming off a title
125.5,
fight.
the official weight for Steve Erceg, and with that, your
Coming
co-main event is now official.
He'll be welcoming that crowd. You know, he'll be welcoming. You know, all the media he had to do. Now he gets to do it again, like he's used to it. It sort of opened him up and got him ready for tomorrow night.
I'm always fascinated by these guys fighting at home, right? Fighting in Perth. He was at his gym giving lessons to kids just a couple of days ago. You could see it on Embedded. There is an extra pressure there. I remember talking to Derek Lewis about fighting in Houston because there were 2 or 3 straight fights that he fought in Houston. And after a while, like I feel like the pressure of being at home got to him. Does that weigh on some guys more than others? Hold that thought, because we're going back to the weigh-ins here. And
This dude is always happy. He's always happy. He's always smiling. He came back though and said that he has not lost sight of his goals, right? I know things haven't been as good as he wants them to be, but
171, the official weight for the Leech.
171 for the Leech. He still has designs on becoming a real elite fighter in this division. but he's always happy, and he's happy to be back, right? He's very grateful that he's able to have his career back, because there were times during his recovery where he didn't know if he'd ever do it again.
Guys, guess what? I don't even have to ask Volk the question about Erceg, because we have Erceg with us here on the weigh-in show. Astro Boy is here. Steve, can you hear us okay?
Sure can.
So I was
sorry.
I was asking Alexander Volkanovski about fighting at home and how it's been. And you've been here giving lessons to kids at your gym just a couple of days ago. What's the week been like for you, and how is it different from other weeks?
Yeah, it's obviously a lot more media than normal weeks, and that's including the Brazil fight. Yeah, it's being in my hometown. More people apparently want to talk to me, so it's cool. I love being at home, and I can't wait to put on a show for everybody.
Erceg, you know, you didn't start a long time ago, right? You fought Dvorak in your first fight, immediately was thrust into the top 10 of the weight class. Has this been faster for you now that you're in the midst of being a guy that's fought for the belt, fighting at home, you're ranked inside the top 10? When you sit and take note of this, do you go, man, this has been really quick, especially now when you're about to fight a guy that you almost looked up to when you were younger, getting your career started?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy looking back. We're working really hard for a long time, trying to get noticed by the UFC, trying to get noticed locally to make my name and all that nonsense. And a few setbacks, felt like I'd never get there, and then all of a sudden, within a year and a half or whatever, I fought for a title. I'm fighting number 4 ranked Kai France, who I look up to and all that sort of stuff. So it's surreal, but I've worked very hard for these types of moments, and I'm prepared for them.
Being at the highest level in the sport, are there any expectations that you have for yourself that you feel sometimes can be overwhelming, or do you just have to set that aside and not have an expectation? Like, how do you balance putting too much expectation and not having enough?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely expect way more out of myself than maybe I should. Leading up to fights and stuff, I can get, although I try to be a nice person and all that nonsense, I can be pretty narky and cranky towards my training partners and my coaches sometimes. So I just try to sit back, especially near fight time, and go, I can only do what I can do in the cage. No point trying to expect anything now. It's just do my best, and what will come will come.
Hey Steve, I was lucky enough to fight here, last year at the RAC Arena, and it was absolutely incredible. I just want to know, how does it feel? Are you looking forward to having that home crowd, tomorrow night?
Yeah, definitely. I didn't expect the Perth crowd to be so loud when you fought. Like, obviously, you were going to get cheered and that sort of stuff, but I feel like Perth took it to another level as far as just the atmosphere. And I got a taste of it last night at the press conference. Went out and the crowd were booing everybody they didn't like and cheering everybody they did like. It was deafening out there, and I can only expect it to be much bigger on Sunday, I guess, morning.
Steve, what did you learn about yourself in that title fight, just your 4th fight in the UFC?
I learned that I can hang with the big boys. I believed I could for a long time, but fighters are delusional, so we believe a lot of things that probably aren't true. So it's good to get in there and prove what I've been doing is sort of working, find what the flaws are, and be able to put it onto this fight.
Steve Erceg, a -170 favorite against Kai France in the co-main event here in Perth, your hometown. Good luck.
Thank you.
Man, we've had a lot of early guests already in the weigh-in show. We're only 45 minutes in. It was interesting to hear him say the fighters are delusional. I thought that was just DC, Why is that not funny?
You always laugh.
That's a terrible joke. You're not here to be funny. Like, that's the question.
It's okay. You got to sprinkle in the humor. You can't try to overdo it like you always do.
Hey, can I have one more sound? Because it's really weird whenever a 60-year-old starts acting 49.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Yeah, everyone's dumber because we have to listen to you.
I don't like when the truck's against me. So let's go on to our next bit here. Dricus is here after one of the bigger upsets we've seen in the last few years. I don't think many people thought that he was going to beat Robert Whittaker, which brings us to our top 5 biggest upsets in the UFC that we have seen in the last 5 years. Dom, you want to get us going?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, RJ's up here. RJ Clifford, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, RJ, I wasn't.
No, I like a big entrance. Thank you.
Good work.
Okay.
You may go now, Dom.
You sure you don't want to go first? I think you should just.
You look way too dapper. I want to go after.
All right,
you.
let's go.
You're looking so good.
My first one is Strickland versus DDP. I feel like after what Strickland did to Adesanya, you're assuming this guy is going to take off and keep going, so that was big. Pena Nunez. Nunez is just smashing everybody. Keep that going, lose it. That was big up in the air. And then Leon and Kamaru. That fight right there. That head kick knockout. And after as long as Kamaru was dominant, that shocked me.
Good. All right, Volk, you're up.
Mine, yeah. So I've got Izzy and Sean was one that was definitely crazy. We were talking about obviously the emotions and that. I think it was maybe emotions and then not, was he expecting that out of Sean? Did he try and channel them emotions to better him, or did he think, "No, I've got this fight. I don't need to channel in the right direction"? Maybe that was what played it, because that was a big upset and a surprise to me. Second, I've got Leon and Bilal. That was obviously a recent one. I did not expect that. Bilal fought a great fight and put that pressure on, and just did not expect that. Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko, that first one. Valentina was a champ for so long, and then she was able to get out there and get that win over a dominant champion like Valentina. Was obviously caught us by surprise. Dricus, Whitaker, another crazy one. He just tends to do that every single time, Dricus. He just comes out and surprises you. Now, I don't think we're going to be surprised with if he performs, yeah? And then the last one, Carla Esparza and Rose. I think that was one that was surprising. Rose is a great fighter, and that was a big upset or a surprise for me.
It's been 60 seconds since DC has said a word. He's chomping at the bit.
He was raising his hand.
I know, he's going to have to continue to wait, because RJ, you're up next.
I'm going to go from 5 to 1, because I like to build up the suspense a little bit. Number 5, this one everyone forgot, and it didn't age well, but Maria Agapova was a 9-1 favorite over Shayna Dobson when she got that win. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko, for all the reasons you brought up. Juliana Pena not just beating Amanda Nunes,
what the hell are you guys doing?
but outboxed and made her quit.
Yeah.
It's not just winning alone was insane, but how she did it was nuts. And these last two made me realize I don't know anything about MMA when Sean Strickland just out-kickboxed Israel Adesanya for 25 minutes. And Dricus du Plessis, I underestimate every time. I thought Robert Whittaker beats everyone not named Izzy, and then he finished him. MMA doesn't count. It's magic. It's sorcery. It's not real. Yes, DC, you have a question?
No. He's last. He's last. It's my turn now. All right? I'm going to start at number 5, DC. Nobody said Sean O'Malley against Petr Yan. That was O'Malley's biggest test, and he was a plus 325 dog in that one.
Like a true newbie.
There we go. Number 4, I got Dricus against Whitaker. Leon and Kamaru is my number 3. Juliana Pena taking on Amanda Nunes, a plus 700 dog, and you were right, RJ. She beat her really in every facet of the game in that one before winning by rear naked choke. And then number 1 was Strickland and Izzy. Seemed like Strickland kind of got thrust into that spot. Izzy, one of the best middleweights of all time. And a plus 470 underdog was Sean Strickland in that fight.
In enemy territory.
Yeah, a great point.
I bet teachers
on
loved
my
you.
list again. Just
Is there anybody else out here that can go before him?
Okay,
you ready?
Let's go.
Ready. All right, first, hey, do you remember? It was during the pandemic.
I just want to say one thing. Remember that we have to stay quiet when animals.
Yes,
are
but
around.
listen, do
Just
you
keep
remember?
the tone?
Think
Just
about
practice
this,
a
though. Do
little.
you remember when we were at the Apex and Rodolfo Vieira came? He was the jiu-jitsu guy, big, strong, muscular guy. Was the best jiu-jitsu guy we'd ever seen, and he fought against a guy named Fluffy Hernandez, and he got so tired, and then Fluffy Hernandez submitted him with the rear naked choke.
I do remember
8-time
that,
Brazilian
actually.
Jiu-Jitsu
Yes,
world
I do.
champion
I
gets
do remember.
submitted. How do you? Come on, RJ. That's normally something you would have done. All right, Grasso Shevchenko, Usman Edwards too. Just because he was getting beaten the way that he was, dude, it was over. We wrote his obituary, and then he kicks him in the head and knocks him out. It was so unexpected. Sean and Izzy, because he did what he did. I think the greatest upset of all time.
You did kind of drop that a little on the commentary because you were expecting he was going to lose.
It was over.
and he
You
didn't.
cannot predict what's going to happen
You
in
guys-
30 seconds.
yeah, like,
I was
you-
like, it's over. And John goes, that's not the cloth by which he is cut. And then bam, head kick. I was like, oh my God.
You guys got a lot of crap for that, but Dean, Rogan,
Why you gotta
everyone
lead it?
watching-
You
It
can't.
was
Everyone
over, bro.
watching
It was over. It was like, yo,
Everyone
30
was done.
seconds. This fight has played out this way.
Spoke
it's over.
too soon.
And then the number one upset of all time, is Amanda and Juliana, because dude, you could see Amanda melting. It was quite funny because you saw how dominant she had been for so long, and then you saw that Juliana was just bullish. She was gonna keep trying, and nobody kept trying. And you can see Amanda going, "Oh my God, I'm tired. I feel like I did back in Strikeforce." Remember before that was like the knock on Amanda, she would get tired and she would get beat. Juliana put her to that place and then got her in a bulldog choke. She got her in a, remember she had her in a bulldog choke? And Amanda's like, "Yo, stop the fight, I'm done with this." I've never seen anything like, I mean, she was like a minus 900 favorite.
Plus 700.
Plus,
That's a big one.
No, I'm saying Amanda was like minus 900, or maybe 1,000.
Yeah.
And Juliana beat her. And you could always tell by the reaction, because immediately Pena was a star. She didn't have to fight anybody else. She was a star.
But you know what she had? She had this internal belief that she could do it when maybe nobody outside of her fight camp thought that she could do it. And you guys have all had to have that.
Well, Erceg said we're all delusional.
Yeah.
As Erceg said.
He did say that.
But it's crazy. Not everybody has that, right? But you guys have to have the internal, like just the self-belief, right?
Yeah.
After you've been knocked out or after you've lost the title, you have to have this belief that you can come back and do it even if you're not the underdog.
But that's exactly the point. Is the reason nobody has it is because people tell you you're delusional, and then you believe the people that tell you that. Fighters just don't believe them. We just don't believe that we're delusional, even if we are.
What? Why is that though?
We're all a bit crazy as well.
Well, mate, we fight for a living, so that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we all believe. I guarantee you, ask any one of us, we're the best in the world.
Hey,
we are the next
Dan,
champions.
Dan, you would not imagine how many times that when I was in the middle of my career, you would walk into my house at like 9 p.m. and I'm just sitting in the dark by myself, just speaking to myself. I'm the best in the world. I'm the best. Tired, don't want to go train the next day.
You did not
I'm the
do
best.
that. Come on.
I'm not that crazy.
I'm hey, I'm just in the corner. Dan, I'm in the corner by myself like this. Look, people walking into the house like, this shit's scary. A little crazy. Because I would kill you.
Look, yeah, we definitely can be a little I don't know, delusional is the right
Self-talk
word.
is so important.
Yeah, because even with my last one, you know, where now I'm like, okay, maybe I should have had a bigger break, right? But no one could have told me that leading into that fight. I would have said, no, you're crazy. There's no way it's going to affect my confidence. No way I'd be chinny. You know, I wasn't having it. There was no way you could tell me any different. Now I'm like, all right, maybe I do need that.
In hindsight,
break.
you can only see it in hindsight.
So now I had the break. I did what I needed to do, but maybe I should have done that before. But there was no way anyone was telling me any different.
Well, you got to think, you had a pit bull. The pit bull thinks they can run off the leash until they just go to sleep. We're all that.
They never stop trying either.
Yeah, you never stop.
They keep pulling and keep pulling.
That's how we're wired.
But honestly, that's why Dricus is who he is. Because for as long as he's been here, everybody has been telling him how bad he is. I mean, every person that's supposed to know about the game has spoken about how bad he is.
I don't think everybody has,
dude,
DC. You've been a little bit tough.
Rewrite
You've
history.
been tough on DDP.
Don't rewrite history. But
You're not going to be tough on him anymore, are you?
No, but don't rewrite history. I can go back and say, well, I supported him, but that's not true. I own it. I didn't believe.
We know.
I didn't believe that the way he did things was as effective until now. Now I've seen it against the best in the world. Because when you're fighting guys that are good, because they're all good in the UFC, a lot of things can work that may not seem like it's going to work when you get to the highest level. But then when he does what he did to Robert Whittaker, then he goes and he beats Sean Strickland. It's like, yeah, man, this dude is really good. But that's him, though. When I laughed at him for a takedown, he said, I'm going to work on that enough to when I see him the next time, I'm going to tell him. He told me, he goes, watch next fight. He went and did the same takedown and did it a different way, but it still worked. Yeah, and then he did it the same way and it still worked. That's what makes him
special, DC.
And that's what makes him special.
Yes.
That delusion and that self-belief that no matter what anybody tells him, he believes in what he does.
And he doesn't get mad and upset.
He never
just
gets
takes
butthurt.
it as feedback and just goes, okay, I'll be better. He never gets flustered by it.
I'll show you.
Yep.
But you know what we haven't seen from Dricus yet? We haven't seen him lose in the UFC.
No.
And so we haven't seen him have to bounce back after a loss. And Izzy has experienced that now, and we've seen him do it once, and he could do it again to become a three-time
champion.
champion.
Twice, right? He got beat when he went up to 205.
Well, that's true.
Beyond, came back down. You know, he's done it.
Contender out of Suriname, Jairzinho, Biggie Boy, Rozenstruik.
Hi, my name is Jairzinho Rozenstruik, Biggie Boy. I'm fighting out of Suriname. Hey, Alexander Volkanovski. I'm here in Australia, in Perth, and I'm having a good time enjoying the cuisine. If you might be in South Florida, come down and I might cook it up for you.
Oh, there you go. cook me feed? Was you gonna cook me feed?
59.
Appreciate that.
He don't feed, he don't cook you.
Huh?
The food's good here.
Yeah. Well, like he was saying before, he was going to cook me something
In Florida.
Cook for something for me in Florida.
Suriname, the country,
I'm gonna take
it
you up
sounds
on
like
that.
it might be spicy. It sounds like it might be.
Yeah.
Is that Cajun?
No, it's spicy.
You're
Cajun.
telling me that Suriname is Cajun?
I'm telling you that
What
food
you said,
is spicy
you
in
said
New
Suriname
Orleans.
and Cajun
This is
stuff
what he
is the
does.
same.
See, he does this on the golf course too. He takes your words, he twists them, he tries to change the bet, and then he gets you in the back of your mind wondering if you did say that originally.
It's
crazy.
Far out.
Crazy.
Mind games, eh?
You know, he knows a lot about a lot of things, but he knows a lot about really great rivalries, especially some rivalries that might be just a wee bit uncomfortable. Listen to this.
We use words like bad blood to describe bitter rivals in sports, a way of saying that the competitors don't like each other, that the tensions can be felt in the extreme, because they've made things personal. But rivalries are different in fighting, and sometimes the bad blood crosses right over the line, spills past the deep-seated place that is merely personal and into broader areas of identity. The intensity between Israel Adesanya and Dricus du Plessis, it's uncomfortable. Two African war fighters and the war of distinction that defines them. But the bad blood is not semantic in this case. It's very real.
I will gladly drag his carcass across South Africa.
There's not just a middleweight title on the line at UFC 305, but something far deeper. We've seen rivalries over the years that have bordered on hatred. When Khabib and Conor fought at UFC 229, the bad blood ran to every dark corner, and it flowed over afterwards, because nothing was ever over.
And now Khabib jumps the fence. Whoa! Mayhem!
The same could be said for Colby's rivalry with George Masvidal. Acts of betrayal, loyalty, friends turned enemies.
You're a lioness, piece of bitch. So Colby Covington and Jorge Masvidal go the distance. The rivalry doesn't figure to end anytime soon.
I've seen it myself firsthand. My greatest rival, whom I wanted to beat with every ounce of my being.
You could never kill me. Oh, I bet you I could.
Rivalries bring out every fiber of your will, of your conviction, and your identity. Now Izzy and DDP, a proud former champion, born in Nigeria and raised in New Zealand, a part of the first African takeover in the UFC, who shook up the middleweight division with one of the most decorated reigns as a champion. Oh! And the current South African champion, dominant, defiant, alive to the idea that all roads go through him, ready to prove that it's his time.
Do you believe it? Dricus du Plessis!
No, there is no love lost. We saw it after UFC 290 when Dricus and Izzy came face to face. That exchange carried a charge.
Yeah, my African brother. Yeah, my African brother.
And it was heard around the world. At that point, there was no title. There was only bad blood, in the anticipation that at some point, these two would have to meet. That moment arrives at UFC 305. Two champions, past and present, meeting at a crossroads in Perth, Western Australia, to leave it all on the line. To let them know exactly who they are.
So many great rivalries in sports.
Yeah.
It's why we watch, right? We love to see the rivalries. We love to see the upsets. You have the Red Sox and the Yankees. You have Bird and Magic. You have Cruz and Faber. You have Volk and Holloway. You have John Jones and DC. You have the Redskins and the Cowboys. But there are a few that are uncomfortable. That kind of make you queasy and you don't really know what to think. So let's talk top 3 most uncomfortable rivalries in the UFC.
Oh, okay, perfect.
He'll be doing this the whole time. Just get it
done.
done. I'm like,
when do you become the teacher's pet?
I'm like,
I know, the producers, they're like, let's just go to DC first this time. We don't hear more.
First off, I love Dominic Cruz and TJ Dillashaw's rivalry, but TJ couldn't keep up with him, like, in the words. So it was like Dom was, like, kind of just messing with him. He was too far ahead of him, but it was a great rivalry. But for me, Conor Khabib was awesome. And it got nasty to the point that the insults weren't insults anymore. They were very personal. And that was, I was like, and then you saw him jump over the cage, and that's what it was. Izzy and Dricus, because in the octagon, when Izzy went in there and he starts yelling, my African brother, And look, they're both African. When you see a black guy yelling at a white guy going, my African brother, and then
that's
the
not
other
all-
word,
that's
the
not all it
N-word.
is,
Yeah, the N-word. It's like, oh my God, I don't know. And then we're all talking about it, but all talking about it kind of like tiptoeing around it.
Yeah,
So it was very.
It's uncomfortable.
And then Jones and I, it was too
Yeah,
much.
that
I mean,
was
we're fighting in hotels. We're fighting in bars. We're insulting each other's families on Instagram.
I've never seen you so. You're not mean. You were so mean.
I lost myself in that rivalry
you-
because he brought a side of me that I didn't really have. But I mean, I just remember being in his comments. He's in my comments. I'm in his comments, insulting his wife. It was so bad. I would think to myself like, oh my God, this is really bad. This is really bad. Immature, man.
You insulted his wife?
The difference was,
insulted his wife.
Did you say sorry to her?
No, I didn't.
You could do it now. You could apologize now and really.
But this is the difference, though.
No?
I don't
That's
want-
not. No, you're not.
I
See
ain't
it.
taking
So
it
you
back.
actually don't mind.
I ain't
that
taking
you
it
were.
back.
You don't
I
mind.
can't take it back now.
You don't mind you were rude to his wife. What did
Hey,
his
man,
wife
stop.
do to you?
She never did anything, bro. I'm
Say sorry to this woman.
Okay. I'm sorry, John Jones' wife. I'm not saying it. I'm sorry, John Jones' wife.
See, now it's all squashed. Problem solved. This is the difference, though.
No more awkward. It's not awkward anymore.
From the stands.
I feel like I made him more.
Yeah, I do too.
No, I might have made that more.
This is the difference. This is the difference, though. That was fun for us to watch, though. You and John Jones, it might have been awkward for you guys. It was fun from the stands. Like, watching it happen in real time was fun.
You know what? Because it was real.
Because it was
Some of this isn't real.
It was
That
real.
was real.
Oh, yeah.
It was real,
Yeah,
right?
why are you sweating, man? Was it the apology? Is that hard for you?
Sorry, John
Our
Jones.
apologies
Thinking of
hard
the rivalry.
for you?
Where
Thinking
Mrs.
of the
Jones is going to come
rivalry.
after you?
It made him sweat immediately. He's getting. Somebody get this guy a new shirt.
All right, are we ready? So this is the difference. Though that was fun, Conor Khabib was fun. These three didn't. It's not fun. It's just awkward. Juliana Pena, Amanda Nunes. I mean, Pena chased Nunes for years, and it was just nonstop. But it worked, right? Nunes just was exhausted from the rivalry, and gassed out in the fight and lost. Israel Adesanya, Dricus du Plessis. You think it's awkward for a black guy to watch? Try being a white guy in America watching those two
hey, let me say
Africans.
this. Don't say it. Don't say it. The word. I'm telling
You
you.
genuinely, were you
RJ
honestly worried I was going to say
That was
RJ,
awkward. It
do
got
not
awkward.
say
I was
the
like, oh
word,
no,
RJ.
what's he
You
going to
actually
say
did.
that he's not
I know
supposed to
you
say?
are. I know.
Let me have a picture.
And then number one, Henry Cejudo versus literally anyone. It's just awkward and cringy. If he had,
Well, that's what I was gonna
if he had-
say.
if he got in a fight with his girlfriend, it'd be like weird to watch.
Uncomfortable because he's so awkward.
It's just cringy
Not
and
actual
awkward. And
rivalry,
not,
it's just
The
awkward.
moment RJ was saying Dricus and Izzy, the hair on my neck stood up, and I felt like he was close to saying it. Don't say it.
Stop.
I am insulted.
All right, Dom, you're up next.
I mean, you have to put Conor Khabib because, like you said, it got under. Like it was so the things they said were like wrong. You could have been wrong. Like you could
Yes.
say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that." You don't.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah,
and
you
so
don't say
you're
that.
kind of like, "Oh." Another one, Conor and Nate. Just because whenever I would see them on camera together, you could see such polar opposites in their personalities that it's kind of you kind of felt bad for Nate sometimes because he just didn't he didn't care.
Hey, didn't they throw the monster bottle at each other in that press conference?
Yes, they're
Yeah, I
throwing
forgot
stuff
about
at
that.
each other. I mean, it got really weird
Oh,
between those
big
two.
old cruise too.
But the worst one to me,
Yes.
one of the worst ones to
I
me
forgot about that.
is Rousey Tate.
It felt like, because it was so bad, and it also kind of felt like bullying.
Yes.
Because Misha just kept getting armbarred.
It was she couldn't get a win, and Rousey just didn't care about anything Misha said.
Misha lost, and she was like, "Okay, she got me. I'm gonna shake her hand. I'm gonna concede." In Ronda's
I hated yeah, she made it worse. Yeah, she made it worse.
I ain't
Like,
having it.
That was terrible.
She rubbed her in the dirt after the win, so
Dude,
it was
it's
like, oh, that was awkward.
It's like
That
winning
was
the fight,
awkward.
then going after the person, then going, "I beat you."
Yeah.
Oh, you remember Bisping did it to Luke at that press conference? That was bad too.
Yeah, actually, you're right. That is another
That
one.
was
He's just
bad.
drinking. He's like, yeah, he was sorry anyways. Who are you? He's all drunk.
That was bad.
All right, mine. So I got Izzy and Dricus. Obviously, you guys have already bring that up for obvious reasons. Colby Leon was one that I felt like I got a little bit. I was over there, got
That's
a
a
little,
good one.
got uncomfortable for me. Obviously, some of the things that he said.
Oh my God, yeah, it was. I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I remember hearing that. Like I was like, man, I want to slap Colby in the face.
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean,
remember
that's
that.
I was at that stage. So I
He
felt
had
like that.
everybody mad. You're right.
Yeah, everybody
Everybody
mad.
on
Some
earth
of the things
angry
that
at
you
him.
just like
It was almost like you wanted to see everybody wanted to see him get it.
Yeah.
And then he fought in the way that he did, and everybody was like, look at this guy.
Yeah.
Right.
All that talk and then the not fight was crazy.
Because, you know, he's obviously going to put on a show and the people trying to be like, it's all business. So, like, there's some things that just, don't
You know
go
when
there.
Conor said to Khabib, it's only business, that's when you know you messed up.
Yeah.
Right, you're like,
I can't believe I actually forgot, didn't even put that one in there. But, obviously, DC and Jones, that one. Even remember, what was you split screen and you didn't know the cameras were rolling?
Oh, my God, yes.
yeah.
I mean, like, that's so real. Like,
Hey,
you know,
we
that
both-
just shows you
I
how
think
real
we
it was.
I think we both were out there saying the N-word. I'm telling RJ not to say it. I think we both might have called each other the N-word.
I mean, you guys got the pass.
We do have a
RJ does not have that. Don't tell RJ he has the pass
Dude, he
because
was
he'll
so
use
close.
it.
He was so, I was literally going
And
to
he
come out of
doesn't have the
retirement.
pass. No matter what anybody says, you don't have the pass.
I would have came out of retirement and I'd have been beating RJ right there.
Let's keep this rivalry thing going. A little rivalry trivia. You guys have the whiteboards?
Oh no.
Is that what this is for, right?
Yeah. All right, so the winner gets the belt. So
Man,
when you win a game,
trivia's tough.
you get the belt at the end of the show. Whoever won the last game is the belt holder. And if you win, you make somebody else spin the wheel and do one of these stupid things. All right?
So it's trivia, eh?
It's trivia. All right, here we go.
You're gonna be looking, eh?
When Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fought, who was McGregor supposed to fight on that day?
Wait, my pin
When
isn't working.
Conor and Nate fought,
Yeah.
My pin isn't working.
who was Conor supposed to originally fight on
Could
that
I borrow
day?
yours real quick?
So
Let me
long
borrow your
ago.
pen. I know it.
Holy cow.
All
I
right.
have no idea.
Did you get it, DC?
I could even tell what you wrote just
Okay.
by.
You believe I got it
All
right?
right, we ready
Yeah,
to
I
flip
seen
him?
from the eyes, I seen your hand
Are
motion.
you good?
No, I
All right, let's flip him around.
don't know.
Who was Conor supposed to fight? RDA.
I don't have
Rafael
one.
dos Anjos.
Okay, I didn't have one.
Okay.
I have no idea.
All right, question number
You got
2.
RDA, did you?
I got RDA, baby.
What heavyweight rivalry made history by headlining the UFC's first ever big show on Fox? What heavyweight rivalry
I know.
made history by headlining the UFC's first ever big show on Fox?
Hey, we should get 2 points. We should get 2 points. We should get 2 points for both names. Yes.
No, it doesn't
crap.
work
Now I
that
feel
way.
like
They
I
did.
don't
They
have
fought
it.
3 times, by the way.
2.
All right, let's turn
Oh
them.
no, I've lost it. Okay. Oh, who you got?
Yeah.
And Kane.
It's
Did they fight 3
Kane and
times?
Dos
Yeah, they
Santos.
did. Remember the last one? It was uncomfortable how Kane was just beating on him and he just fell down and was like,
Man,
yeah, enough is enough.
I got Brock right though, and that's not good enough.
All
I
right.
didn't realize.
I got one for you. The start of this rivalry was built on one former champion belittling another guy who had less experience in MMA. He submitted him in less than 90 seconds. Although they later fought at UFC 100, and the other guy got the revenge. Who are the fighters?
Okay, wait. Can we say it again?
Okay. Yeah. So the start of this rivalry was a former champion who was belittling the experience of his opponent, saying, you don't have enough MMA experience, you're no good. And he was right initially. He beat him in less than 90 seconds.
Yeah.
But they fought again at UFC 100, and the other guy
Hey, these
got
guys
the
should
win.
do their homework.
Wait,
This is
I think-
trivia. You
should
can't
do
do
your
homework
homework.
on trivia. You
should
can't. You
know
just
the
have to have
game.
a memory.
You should know the game.
I'm surprised you have a good
Wait,
memory.
wait,
You
wait.
should know.
I think we're ready to
Lesnar
flip him.
versus Mir.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not even going to show
You better do your
They're
homework.
your weight. They're all your
correct.
weight class,
I put GSP.
Of course you know.
All right, well, let's move down a little bit.
It's all your weight class.
Teammates turned enemies out of California. Bad blood, personal history, 2 title fights,
I
2
know already.
finishes.
Stop. You don't need to tell me.
PED accusations, coaches involved, one leaving a gym and ruining loyalties.
Yeah. I'll give it to these guys. TJ and Cody. You guys go. TJ and Cody.
Why are you gonna?
That was the one. That was the one I could have had.
TJ
Because it's my weight
TJ
class, and you
That
take
is
it.
incredibly arrogant.
Did they get it? Did y'all get it?
You are
You
correct.
should take it away
Thanks,
from
mate.
him.
I appreciate that. I needed that.
All right, here's one you guys should all
I was
get.
gonna go.
What were you
The
gonna
one
say?
I could have gotten.
Say Colby and Masvidal. Because they were teammates and all that sort of
No,
stuff. And then
trivia's
they
hard.
only fought once.
Trivia's
Not from California though, but
I don't-
Volk should be given a pass.
Yeah, come on.
But all right, here we go.
Anyway.
This one's good.
Thanks, mate.
These 2 elite fighters fought at UFC 229. It was the highest grossing pay-per-view of all time.
You guys want me to help you with that one?
Highest grossing pay-per-view of all time.
Highest grossing
Dom,
pay-per-view.
you actually were there.
UFC
Dom, you were there.
229.
Okay.
You were there.
A bitter rivalry. They hate each
You
other.
were there. You just talked about it. You saw Dom's face. Dom's like, wait, was I there?
All right, let's start him.
Khabib, yeah?
Khabib,
yeah,
Conor.
that's it.
Khabib and Conor.
Shit, that's nice. I got that.
He's heating up.
All right. Question number 6.
God.
Before his rise to superstardom, he was just a collegiate wrestling standout, helping other MMA fighters at his gym in Florida. One accomplished MMA artist took him under his wing, mentored him, gave him a place to live for a little while.
No, just stop. No more.
you
No
gotta
more
give it-
hints.
So it's just one name?
Too many
No,
hints
it's two
there.
names. This is the rivalry.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, 2 names. One guy was a wrestler who was training with guys at a gym in Florida.
Time's out.
And then he ran to another guy.
That's the one that, yeah,
They
see,
became
that was,
buddies. They lived together.
Good job.
And then all that changed.
Mate, you kept going, and then he eventually got it, I reckon.
Dom,
Dom, you
Dom got that nice sweater on, and they helped me with the trivia.
I thought you,
I
I
hate
thought you were
trivia.
gonna.
I hate trivia.
No, but it just comes down to studying film. It really is what it is.
There's no film in trivia.
Yeah, well, I don't study film.
Zero film in trivia. That's why you're so good at it.
I do.
What do
You don't need to study anything. It's just what's in your head, and you have useless things in your head all day. That's
So
like
what- what
that's
are
all
we-
you do.
where are we at?
You know useless
Are you on
facts.
6?
That's it. Like,
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm on 6.
I don't know how.
Hey guys, I want to take my point back from Volk.
All right, question
You got
number
3.
7.
No, we got this.
You are the trivia
What event
useless.
did the legendary battle between Hoist Gracie and Ken Shamrock take place in? What event? UFC what?
The number?
Yeah. Come on, genius. You know this all.
Who was it?
Hoist and Shamrock.
All right, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
try
gosh,
this.
I'm gonna try this.
Hoist and
but-
Shamrock, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. It's,
Oh.
it's 5.
Oh,
How good's that?
Yes. You cheated.
I thought, but nah, honestly, you know what I did have? I had 100.
I know. I know because I was gonna cheat.
Huh?
So I know you cheated because I was gonna cheat.
Come on,
Hey, no way.
No one told me.
man, this
Please
is
let
BS,
them know.
man.
Somebody.
All right.
No one told me nothing.
Nobody told him. No.
How
got
good
it.
was that? I just.
I would
literally-
like to take my point back from Volk.
Nope, you can't do it. All right, next
What
question.
a guess. That's
Can
so
we be
good.
done?
Ken
I'm
Shamrock
stoked, man.
fought
This
Tito
is
Ortiz
stupid.
3 times. How many of those fights were won by the Huntington Beach bad boy?
How many? They fought 3 times.
They fought 3 times.
Who?
How many times did Ortiz win?
Fighting who?
Shamrock and Ortiz. How many times did Ortiz win? 1, 2, or 3?
Oh shit! This is a guess, dude. Okay.
All right, let's flip them. All 3 times, baby. All 3 times. There you
got
go.
one.
Dom's on the board. Dom's
There
on
we
the
go,
board.
Dom. There we go, baby.
Damn,
two.
I could have got you there. Buddy. You just guessed that one too, eh?
I guess. You guess?
Oh, yeah, nah, like I was thinking, I don't remember Ken Shamrock ever beating him. I was like,
Okay.
I know he lost.
You have to be on the number here.
Okay.
Okay.
How long
Or no.
did Conor Aldo last? How many seconds did their fight last?
That's gonna be a close one. I think I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you get lucky.
Yeah, Dom. Yeah, Dan.
Maybe you get lucky.
You sure, Dan?
All right, let's turn it. 13 seconds.
Oh, I said 14 seconds.
Oh, here we
14
go.
seconds. My point back to Volkanovski, dude.
What are we winning?
We're all tied up.
What are we winning?
We're all tied. You win the belt. You win the
you
belt.
get
So
nice.
we get to make Dan Helly.
And then you make
Oh,
DC
mate,
spin.
how good.
All right. Most records have this mid-2000s rivalry being the first pay-per-view event for the UFC to break 1 million buys.
Okay.
First UFC event in the mid-2000s. This rivalry helped the pay-per-view break that record. What 2 guys are part of this rivalry?
So,
Early to mid-2000s.
the first one to break 1 million.
Yeah, the first. Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
I mean, we don't even know when they were doing 1 million. Were they doing 1 million buys way back in the day?
They did. Yep. One time.
Wait.
I got it. Hold on.
I don't know, but
We touched on it a little.
Wait.
Yeah, it might be familiar.
I think I might get this.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I got it.
Oh, he's too late. He's too late.
Flip him.
No,
Flip
Lesnar
him.
versus Mir.
Oh, was it then?
You are incorrect. Jones, DC.
I think it might have been Couture kick versus Chuck.
No, it was Ortiz and Shamrock,
Oh shit.
which
Okay.
we
Wait, that
talked
was-
about.
Oh, was that mid
That sold 1 million buys.
2000? Was it?
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
And that sold that much as well.
Yeah. I love that you're putting
That's a
DC
lot of
Jones
pay-per-view.
mid 2002. DC
you're
60.
probably like me. I'm not that old. What are you saying? I have you two there.
Okay.
Jones still fighting.
We need a tiebreaker because we're tied at 7. So here's the tie-breaking question. Widely regarded as the greatest female rivalry of all time, it was forged back in 2012 under a different banner than the UFC, but it was cemented at UFC 168 in 2013. Widely regarded as the greatest
very
female
close.
rivalry of all time.
This is one of the most intense contests ever because I gave Volk a point. It's over, dude. He needs Volk, you should concede.
Volk, you feeling good about this tiebreaker?
No, this is.
You should yield.
All right, let's flip them.
This is it.
Yep, got it. We're
shit.
tied.
This is the one. I want to take my point back.
He was that confident.
I
knew it was TJ. What are you talking about? I knew it was TJ.
All right, here we go.
Is that what it was? It was TJ Cody.
UFC 199. It had 2 epic title rivalries on that card.
Oh, wow.
Inglewood, California.
Yes.
Inglewood. Name 1 or 2 of the rivalries.
Wait, okay.
Tiebreak. UFC 199 in LA, California. 2 epic rivalries on that 199 card.
Dude, he doesn't get all day. He does not get all day.
199.
He does not get 5. 5.
God, Dom got that quick.
4.
Dom
3.
got it quick. I wonder why.
It's one I actually know.
No, it's you.
Bisping, Rockhold.
Cruz Faber.
Yeah.
No, he can't write.
No.
He's honorable. Like, he could have cheated, but he refused to cheat.
I couldn't do it.
Ah, DC, big winner, chicken dinner.
You know what it is?
You know why? Because you
I studied my homework.
Because you didn't have to make weight.
Because I
That's
studied
why.
my homework.
You didn't have to
see
make
that?
any weight.
So this is part one time. One time Dom told me I need to do my film study. So now that's why I'm telling him you gotta do his film study. Because if you do your film study,
He's asking me questions on the day of the fight. I'm like, just watch the film.
Mate, I could have just written that down, but I want to do it.
You should have, because that's what he does to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, live and learn.
I was gonna
right?
say no tailgate here.
It looks good on you, DC. What can I say?
Peacock.
It looks good on you.
Hey, I'll peacock it. Hey, over there. Hey, over there, folks. Okay, so in terms of spinning the wheel, Dom, it would be very easy for me to do that to you, but I'm not. I love you.
That's nice.
So, Volk,
you want me to do it?
with your cheating ass. Yeah, because you were cheating. You should have took that point away. Spin the wheel, Volk. Your cheating ass.
You know where you weren't peacocking yesterday? Golf course.
Oh, I want to
we
pay
ready
you for that.
Yeah. We ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Am I spinning hard? I'm going to spin harder.
Whatever you
I
want.
said decently hard. Yeah, there you go.
Mute the mic.
Let's not mute his mic. Let's make him do it again.
Yeah, he's a first-time guest.
So it just means you go one left. I'm not even going to look at the board. Whatever's one left, he has to do.
I'll go.
No, you just got to go one left from mute the mic. What's one? No. One left was break
you want
dance.
that way?
Break dance. Go ahead, Volk.
Wait. Yeah, there
You
go.
got to break dance, Volk.
I got to break dance.
Yeah, you
I
do.
thought this was for you.
No, it's your turn.
Got the wheel, man.
You got to break dance,
You're a country woman.
Show us your rhythm.
Took the nation by storm.
Do it like that woman.
You didn't see me.
Oh, was that the awful
on
one?
there.
Was the Aussie?
It was the Aussie.
Show us your rhythm.
Yeah, but you
Let's
know
see.
I was on there. I was on there just the other day breakdancing. People were.
Let's see it.
Really?
Get
Show
the
us.
gear off,
Right
and
here,
I'll
right up
properly
front.
do this.
Show us. Go.
Oh, you got some room up
this
here.
off?
No, do it right there.
No, you're right there.
Well, I can't break dance with
I'll
this.
just pick it off the hip. Take it off your.
All right, it's all right. I'll show you the worm anyway. We'll do a worm.
You got to break dance, man.
Oh, but I
Yeah,
mean, I
the
can't.
worm
I want
with
you to
this.
spin a little bit.
I'll move that and I'll
the
do
worm
I'll do
would
it. Yeah, I can
It's
spin.
actually my punishment, so I want you to really
I'm
give
going
it
to
to
move
me.
this
Hey, RJ.
aside.
Move it to the side.
I'm going to wreck the mics, but all
Put it
good.
in your pocket. Put it in your pocket.
Oh, you can hold them. You can just hold them. Or put it in your
Nah,
front
like,
pocket.
not what I want to do.
Hey, you
but
have
I mean-
Hey,
I got
I
it.
want to let you have a moment to redeem Australia right now.
I already
Yeah,
did the other
'cause she
day.
was
I already
terrible.
did that.
You
It's
was
not
re-
fair. This is
you
obviously
really
not
could. Like, this is
material
your
to be
chance.
breakdancing on, but I'm going to try it
You
anyway.
got to start with that thing.
You're
where
wearing
you turn
Australia
your-
on
Yeah,
your
no,
eyes.
I'll start.
Just
You
know
ready?
that.
Let's
Yeah,
get
ready?
over. We're running out of time.
Don't.
Oh, we have all the time in the world.
Oh,
This is
we
on
do?
YouTube.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Oh,
wow.
Wait.
That's good.
Whoa!
That's really good.
He's good at it.
so
That was
good.
legit.
I'm impressed.
I did that last time. I cooked my ass.
That was nice.
Wow.
That was nice.
And that was
I gotta
all. This
hand
is
it to
like
you.
this is like velvet. I'm like, I'm doing
could
it
have
all.
been an
good.
Olympian.
That was nice.
Oh, that was
Look
impressive.
at the watch the monitor, dude. This was
I'm
unbelievable.
impressed, actually. That was really good.
way
That's the
better
second
than
time.
that,
That's the second time I did that.
Young lady from Australia.
Oh my goodness! Look at
That's
that worm.
good.
I mean, he
man.
just attacked.
Why
Why did
I
they
did a
send
worm.
you?
Here
No
it is,
war-
baby.
hey, no warm up.
Bang.
It was great.
The pose.
was
It's all
so
mine.
good.
Man.
Oh,
No warm up. That's what nobody. That's the impressive part to me.
Man, I think I've done something, eh?
You see?
that was awesome.
Exactly. That's what
We
happens.
got insurances here.
I want to be honest. That's what happens when you don't warm up.
Why's my?
Something gets hurt.
You
Wait,
good?
you hurt
Yeah,
yourself?
I'm all good.
He pulled a glute.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I don't know, just something just clicked in my butt cheek. I don't know what was that.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, you'll be good.
Oh,
that?
my goodness. That's
Did you just really pull your
silly.
glute, bro? Don't say that.
I don't know.
Dom, hey, rub it, Dom, rub it. Like, just rub it. Song
here we
Kanan, right? This guy is a tremendous young fighter. very, very aggressive early and an absolute finisher, right?
171, the official weight for Song Kanan.
171 for Kanan. But he can finish any way. Not only with his hands, he's a very good submission fighter. He can pretty much do it all. You okay, Bo?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Dude, don't scare us like that.
No, I saw it in his eyes. He's nervous. He heard something.
If I get a report later that Volkanovski hurt himself doing this, it's on you, Helly.
I think he's just going to have a little bruise from the, from the mic
it'll be just a cork. We'll be right.
He'll be fine.
Ooh. Josh Kulabau, nasty striking. It's underrated the way he can stuff takedowns, move his feet.
146,
switch his
the
stance.
official weight
Very
for Kuya, Josh
unconventional
Kulabau.
and unorthodox, as they say, with his striking. But what makes him so tricky to me is the forward and back motions of how he fights. He can pull you, he can push, but he's got weird angles that he punches you at, and he's very creative also. So let's see if he can get this weight on point. And next up, we've got Gamrot. This guy's takedowns are absolutely relentless. He's so confident. We asked him in the fighter meeting, like, are you gonna what if you can't take him down? He said, what if I can't take him? There is nobody in the entire division I can't take down. He's so confident, and if you watch his fights, you get it. He'll shoot 3, 4, 5 shots at a time until he gets it, and he never runs out of gas. And part of that is, look, he's cutting weight hard. So this man comes in the octagon
156,
really heavy,
the official
really
weight
strong
for
on fight day.
Montage Gamrot.
On point, 156, makes weight.
Mateusz Gamrot making weight, and obviously he's one of the best scramblers in the UFC. That win over Arman Tsarukyan, it was on full display, which brings us to our next conversation as Mateusz Gamrot makes weight at 156 here for UFC 305 in Perth. 7:11 local time here in the morning.
That cut hurt.
7:11 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. So let's talk best scramblers, Dom. We'll start with you on this one. Top 5 best scramblers in the UFC today.
In the last 5 years, by the way, we had to.
So we going last 5 years?
I mean, yeah, that's
okay.
What I was
Yeah,
told,
that's fine. We can do that.
I got Oliveira. He's one of them because if you try to shoot on this guy, he just tries to submit you until you're into a whirlwind. Gamrot, obviously, he's at the top of one of the top of the list. You'll see him soon. Arman Tsarukyan. Gamrot and Arman's fight was one of my favorite fights of all time to watch. I mean, extremely high level grappling. Islam Makhachev, you got to put him on the list because he pretty much stops all the scrambles. If he's not in control, then it's going to be awesome to watch. And last, Pantoja. I think Pantoja's got underrated scrambles. You saw with him and Moreno.
Yeah, so some of those are on mine actually. So I've got Islam as well. Obviously, you know, a lot of people think it's strength, but he's just so good at understanding the mechanics and that awareness in the scrambles, and that he's very, very good there. Kai is actually Kara France. He's a great scrambler. So you get to see it here and there. You've seen it in some of his fights. Let's see if he does that this weekend. But he's actually got incredible takedown defense. Gamrot, another one. Arman, you got that, and then Peter Yan. I've got Peter Yan in there as well. He can scramble real good.
You know, for me, I'm gonna start down at the bottom. Tim Elliott, dude. Tim Elliott, watching that dude grapple and scramble through positions is crazy.
It's a good call.
I mean, fighting Mighty Mouse was crazy, right? Remember when Mighty Mouse was really dominant? Brandon Royval, watching that dude fight, when he's in submission opportunities, he's as good a scrambler from the takedown to the grappling as anyone we see. Volk, from your takedown to your control to your ability to defend takedowns to actually scramble and grapple out of takedowns is next level. And then Islam, for all the reasons you guys said, and Charles Oliveira. So some of them may scramble by attacking submissions. Others scramble to control. I think that is what you and Islam do as good as anyone in the UFC. The other three are scrambling to submission.
All right, good list. I like them all. You guys ready for a little coaching? We're going to coach up some of these guys on the UFC 305 card. It's a game we like to call You Better, Alex.
Okay.
You look directly into your camera.
Okay, yep.
And you're talking to the fighter that I'm teeing you up on.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to start with Dricus du Plessis. DC, you're going to start on this one.
Dricus, you better be very careful with your entries. You cannot be reckless against Adesanya. If you're reckless, there will be too many counter chances for him, and he will take advantage. So be very responsible with your defenses.
All right, Izzy.
All right. Izzy, you better. Well, I almost forgot who. Dricus is coming forward. Be ready for the counters. We don't want to go on the back foot too much. Be ready for him to come forward. Be ready to counter. Be ready to draw him into big punches, and that movement on top of that as well. So a bit of movement, bit of countering, and just mix it up.
Kai Kara France, you better.
Kai Kara France, you better set up your big shot with feints and fakes, because the guy you're fighting has nasty counters and he's looking to pull you in. So make sure you set up your big shots with feints, fakes, and attack the body early.
Astro Boy, DC.
Steve Erceg, you better control the range. And you got to be careful not to be too close, because Kai Kara France has a monster of a right hand. Control the range, fight behind the jab, and use your long-range weapons on the guy that, while he might have the reach advantage, he's a little shorter than you. So you can really keep him at a distance where you're safe and he can't be as efficient as he would like to be.
The Scrambler, Mateusz Gamrot.
Mateusz Gamrot, you better keep Hooker on his heels the entire fight. If you let that man walk forward, he is dangerous with the knees and meeting you at your force. Keep him on his heels, he won't be able to find the takedown.
Volk, let's talk hookers. I mean Hooker.
Hooker, Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker, you better obviously stay long. As Gamrot's going to be coming in aggressively, looking for the takedowns, show him them knees, show him the threats that are going to make him hesitate. And when he comes in, look for them knees, look for that, the hangman Hooker's got a nice guillotine on him as well. So make sure you look for them finishing. Your top finishers are going to be there, so make sure you're looking for them.
Tai Tuivasa, big fella.
Tai Tuivasa, you better start this fight at a very high pace. You cannot fight at a measured pace against Jairzinho Rosenstrike. If it's slow, if you guys are just kickboxing, you're going to find yourself at a disadvantage. You got to throw punches early and often, take a lot of chances, because if you can land, maybe you can end the night. A straight kickboxing fight does not suit you.
Guys, it's game time.
Again?
Yeah, it's time for a game. This is a fruit roll-up race.
Oh, okay.
I haven't actually seen this before, but I have a feeling DC's going to try and cheat. Watch this video. This is what we're going to be trying to do here.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
I hope you don't have to dance like that.
Ah, thanks.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, so you take it out of the wrapper.
Yeah, you have to.
So you do okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a trick to this?
I don't think so. I think you just kind of chew it up, right? So you got the fruit roll-ups here.
Hawk Tua would kill this, no?
Hawk Tua was in Los Angeles apparently, making the rounds on all the podcasts.
Around now.
Yeah, trying to make some money. All right.
Good on her.
Someone's got to do it.
All right, it's a race, huh?
Yeah, so it's a race.
On me, guys. All right. No hands. In the mouth. I need.
Hey, cheater face. What are you doing?
Just in the mouth and secured. We're not deep throating it yet, DC.
Melting.
3, 2, 1, go! Oh, Helly with the big gulps. Look at that mouth work. Oh yeah. Cormier's good. Helly's got this little end. It's good. Oh, photo finish! Wow, Helly barely beat.
Now get him?
Wow, you won.
I was on fire, bro.
Don't be proud of that.
Yeah.
Helly was very popular in college.
Don't be proud of that.
I'm be proud of it.
You shouldn't be.
I'm proud of it, dude. By the way, you were close.
No, watching you lick that thing up was.
Was that disturbing?
Don't be
All
proud.
right, guys. Since you guys are all filled up with sugar and candy,
There better be no memes made of that.
I had a little game that I thought would be fun called Guess the Weight. So we have a scale.
Kilograms or pounds?
In pounds. I did make sure we changed it unit-wise. So it's a whiteboard game. So you're all gonna guess what each other's weights are, and then the scale don't lie.
Well,
DC will get you a towel if you need.
Well, I'm not getting on the scale.
RJ, you go first.
So I'll go first. You guys guess. Guess.
Oh, I'm not playing, I guess, huh?
Yeah,
wait. Let's split that board down. Let me guess one or two. Okay, hold on a second. Don't get on it yet.
Oh, we're going pounds?
Yeah, pounds.
Miles, grab a light board, please.
Put kilos, we'll break it down.
So
Yeah,
funny.
they can
we would
convert it
fail
in the
so
truck.
bad
You
at
put kilos, they'll
though.
convert it in the truck.
That's a good call.
You boys are gonna convert for me.
Okay, you guys ready?
Hold on.
Let me look at you.
How tall are you?
Well,
6'4".
so you're doing you first, okay?
He actually looks strong. I don't know. The muscles might throw things
I
off
got
a
it.
bit.
Oh, so it's everything that's on as well.
Pack, yeah.
All right, we got to take that into account.
Very well endowed.
thank
I'm
you.
wearing boxers.
Yeah,
You
here,
can't
wait,
tell it
erase
adds
mine.
to it.
Erase mine.
Yep. No shoes. Ready? Okay, there we go. 186.2 of twisted steel and sex appeal. Holy moly!
Okay.
375.
I'm 74 kg.
74 kg.
That's 165 pounds. That's
165
not enough.
pounds.
Yeah, it's too small.
83. DC.
Yeah.
That's a wrestler. You always tell.
So what's 74 kg?
163 pounds.
Nah, because 170.
It's like 165
163
pounds.
pounds.
Yeah.
DC wins.
I won.
Okay. That's
Okay, who's next?
Haley.
all right. I'll go.
I was way off, man.
I'm just saying for the record, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm not
100%
doing it.
you
I
are.
don't care what you guys say. I'm not doing it. So
You're not
Miles.
being fun.
it doesn't matter.
I'm taking off the jacket.
I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
What about the people at home? People at home want to know.
All right, I was that low, so I'm going to probably insult you here.
Oh,
Because I was that low on the last one.
Just so you guys can get a full view
How tall are you?
of this beautiful man. I'm 6 feet.
Ooh, wow, all right.
Feet.
I'm definitely not doing it. Y'all can take that. Y'all can take it out my check.
I got it.
Ooh.
203.
Oh, I might be close here.
200.
Dom, I think
Hey,
got it.
what's that?
What's 88 kilos?
That is, you have
195. Dom got it.
All right.
I appreciate you, RJ. I appreciate you, dog. Thank you, buddy.
You don't have to do this.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
DC got me
Yeah,
right.
nobody minds.
It's
We're
hard.
men.
You want
You
someone else
step
to
on a
not do
scale,
with
like
it?
who cares? Why
hard.
are you so concerned about it?
It's hard.
Dom.
He's got an image conversation, DC.
All right, clear
What's
it,
that
clear
about, DC?
Go ahead.
What's with your image
It's a
conversation?
little small.
Okay, wait, all right.
Hey, DC, we'll get
With
you.
everything
we'll
on.
get you a towel to hold on to when you weigh in, buddy. You'll be fine.
I'm actually not doing it. That's the second time
Yeah, I
I
want to
refused
take
to do
everything.
something.
It makes me want to, like,
Oh, wait.
What you guys think? I'm wearing dark colors too, so it's going to be hard to be able to gauge it.
I'm even going pounds. I'm mixing it up. I'm going to go pounds here.
324 pounds.
You ready?
Yeah, no, I might.
we
Oh,
go.
no, wait. Oh, no, what am I talking about? No, sorry. My bad. Oh, it's not fair. I can't. Oh,
151.4.
yeah, never mind. Oh,
Wait.
That's
DC's
pretty good.
right. What?
I had
What is
165.
this?
I had 165.
Oh, you erased the 3. He erased
He
it.
cheated.
Cheated.
Replay.
That's a flavored cheat.
I had 165, but then I
had
but
158.
I wiped it back out. I wiped
RJ
it back
got it.
out.
RJ got it. RJ
What's the
got
number?
it. RJ got
Pretty
it.
good.
58. No,
Oh,
59,
man.
58.
He was 153.
151.
I was 161.
60.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
165.
I was literally 150.
Let's
I had
go.
150. Both your turn.
All right. Oh, I might be heavy, guys. What do you reckon? The boots. I got the boots. I got the mics.
Should we have to do it in kilos?
No, everyone got it?
So I'm going to go. Those boots are 10 pounds alone.
All right. Are we going? Well,
Yeah, get up there. You're good.
$177.8.
Damn, give you guys the bet. Oh,
Dom!
shit, Dom.
I had
That's
173.
it. That's.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, champ.
Oh,
He's
DC.
He's not happy.
Hey, somebody bring the towel out. Bring the. Go.
I told you
let
I'm
me
not
help
doing
you
it. Don't
out.
touch me. Don't
Come
touch
on,
me.
help you out.
Don't touch me.
Come on.
I said no, I'm not doing it. So
Are
you
you
guys
serious?
can waste
Yes,
TV
you
time.
can. Come on.
You can waste
Be a
TV
good
time.
sport.
You can waste TV time if you want. I'm not doing it.
What's this all
Get
about?
out of my face.
Hey, what's this all about, DC?
Right now, get out of my face.
DC, this is
Don't
about
touch
something.
me.
Okay.
DC, this goes
Hey,
deeper.
Yeah, because I've been
goes
on the
deeper.
scale my whole life. I'm not doing it.
This is a redemption.
You
Now
guys
it's
are bullying
the
me.
trauma.
This is the chance.
I'm not doing
This
it.
is the
No.
trauma.
I've been on the
Alright.
scale. I've been
Explain
on
the
scale
trauma to
cutting
people.
weight I've been on the scale cutting weight since I was 10
Be
years
an
old.
example.
I'm not doing it.
But what about your kids? You're not. You can't be an example for them.
We're gonna do this
for you then.
DC should have to.
You gotta spin the wheel.
Why I gotta spin the wheel?
You're not. You're cheating.
It's bullying.
You lost.
It's bullying.
There it is.
No,
Vegemite.
no Vegemite. No Vegemite.
Vegemite.
No
That's what
Vegemite.
happened.
It's to help you up a little
No,
bit. Here.
bro, no, bro. I gotta get this.
No scale. You got
Bonus.
the Vegemite.
Two scoops.
No Vegemite, man. That's too much Vegemite. No, bro, that's too much Vegemite,
You have to
man.
do 2 scoops.
No, look. Let's do that, and then I'll
Somebody
do it
give me
properly
water,
for
man. Give me water.
I want to do it actually. I want to do it
Can
properly
somebody
for him. I
give
want
me
to get a
water,
piece
man?
of toast and do it properly for him.
Nope, you have to just suck it up and live in it.
Fuck, I hate Vegemite, man. This shit nasty.
It's
dog.
actually hilarious.
Have you ever had Vegemite?
Yeah, watching you eat it's great.
fucking disgusting,
No,
bro.
it's,
Volk loves it.
Oh,
it don't smell
It tastes
it.
best to one
It
big
gets
gulp.
worse if
Can
you
I get
smell
on
it.
the
You
scale?
know
I
that.
can't.
Come on,
Can I get on the scale?
Yeah.
I could do that, but I mean, there's
can
no
still
way
go on
I'm
the scale.
enjoying
Let's let
that.
him check.
Would you eat? Would you
Not
like this?
like that. Not like that. You look.
Is
I
there a
love
piece of
Vegemite.
bread?
I'm not eating it like
Is there a piece of bread?
Is
I'll
there
do
a
it for you
scale
after
for you to
that.
stand
Put it
on?
on a Tam Tam.
All of it.
Yeah,
Mix it.
you Tam Tam chase it.
Oh, just
Chase it with the
don't make it
Tam-Tam.
easy for
Now
him,
mix it-
Dom.
mix it
Don't
around.
make it easy for
Yeah.
him.
You gotta gargle it.
Chase it with the Tam.
A bit just salty as I'm gonna.
Oh my God!
What's wrong with you? You just spit all over the stage. It's carpet.
Come on, keep it together.
Well, I'm not gonna
You're
break
better
dance
than
on that
this.
now.
Yeah,
am I?
well, thank God you already did.
You've been through worse than this, DC. You've been
Bro,
through-
have you tasted Vegemite?
No, I haven't. I
Have you
haven't.
tasted Vegemite?
I haven't.
Can we
Take a little taste of Vegemite.
No, I'm
It's
good.
not fair because Vegemite.
You don't sell it.
Slow mo.
Yo, Dom, taste a little bit of
No,
Vegemite.
I don't. Look at you.
Guys,
Why would
sit
I
down.
do that? You just showed me.
You didn't even swallow, dude.
Hey,
I
if you
swallowed
check
it.
your weight, I'll try Vegemite.
Yeah. No. I hate Vegemite. Oh God, that's such a bad thing.
Heavyweight contender,
Ah,
Ty.
some weigh-ins
Bam
where this
Bam
was going. Here's
Tuivasa.
Ty.
Wow, he looks lean. He looks a little leaner.
What kind of joke was that? What kind
What's
of
he
joke
at?
was that?
Looks lean for sure.
Oh my God.
265, the official weight
265.
for Ty
Bam,
Tuivasa.
bam. Looking forward to that. We're looking forward to this fight. Obviously, two strikers, big boys
All right,
going
thank
at
you all
it.
for coming out. We'll see you for the.
Who do we have? Steve Erceg? Nope. Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar from Mexico comes out, throws heat, strong, looks to knock you out early in these fights. It's going to be a good matchup with the way that.
He's
but,
gonna make. This guy's a professional. He always makes weight.
Don't say he's going to miss.
127 and a
Oh,
half.
just jinxed him.
I just jinxed him.
He's not gonna try and make weight.
Okay, what do you call a Mexican that does not eat protein?
I don't know.
No way, Jose.
Right on cue there, eh?
He drank that Vegemite.
Go on.
One
That's a
minute.
good one.
That's
Junior
good. That's
Prelim,
good.
the heavyweight
Junior
division,
Tafa.
Junior Tafa.
Tafa brothers. Only one of them fighting tomorrow. Another knockout artist. Good dude too.
Is he nice, Volk?
Yeah, he's a good dude, mate. Good, solid dude. Had a couple of beers with him here and there. Maybe some after this weekend as well.
Did the mullet
I think he might
originate
be
from
on,
Australia?
What's that, sorry?
Is the mullet originated from Australia?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, they've taken it into their own. It seems like there's
mean,
a lot of Aussies that rock
the
them
official
up.
weight
It seems
for
like you guys
Junior
just started it.
Well,
Like,
like, yeah,
it's
I
what you guys wear. I've seen a lot of
Tough
mullets. Even the
gang, let's
breakdancer
go.
had a mullet, I think.
Well, when because I actually thought it sort of was. I remember bringing it up, and people were like, "Oh no, how does he think it's from?" So people got at me for that. So
Walter
I'm guessing not.
Walker. Couple of sibling pairs.
Yeah.
Going to the weigh-in scale back to back.
Walter Walker is a little different than his brother, right?
A little bit.
More of a grappling type base. Very disappointed in his UFC debut. Did not feel like he fought his potential.
252, the official
252
weight
for
for
Walter.
Walker.
Looking to do much better in the second go round, but did not fight great in his UFC debut when he in a fight that he felt like he could win. I mean, this Vegemite shouldn't have made me sick, man.
Well, you just got a mint. You're fine, right?
That Vegemite.
Can someone make it for him properly?
This Vegemite.
We'll work on that while we play this.
That's 2 times I've had Vegemite.
Let me do it properly for you.
Oh my God.
Toast it, butter, just a little bit of Vegemite, mate.
Well,
you will love it.
You're a proper chef. So, all right, let's talk sibling. Top 3 sibling pairs in the UFC since we just had, we have 3 of them actually on this card, right? You have Burns, Walker, and Toffa. So Volk, we'll start with you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Top 3 sibling pairs in the UFC.
Oh, well, definitely, I've got the Toffas on there. So I've got the Toffas on there. I know them well. Burns brothers, yeah, so I've got two of them. But then I went Nogueira brothers. I just thought, obviously, big heavyweights. And you right over there?
You Vegemite, man.
Well, you still sick?
That Vegemite, first you got my stomach hurt. I hate Vegemite. All right, man, I got Shevchenko, Usman, and Diaz. Shevchenko sisters, Usman, and Diaz.
All right, Dom. I mean, look at this guy.
I think he's exaggerating. There's no way that little bite of Vegemite and that big stomach does anything.
I agree.
Like, if we're talking about percentages, come on, that's nothing. You're exaggerating.
It's a needle in a haystack.
All right, Diaz bros, Nogueira bros, and the Pettis bros are my 3.
Oh, Pettis bros.
Yeah,
that was
Pettis
good.
bros. They're nice with it.
That was good.
Oh.
We are
bad,
going to do
eh?
some wine tasting because we're in one of the great
this will help your
wine
Vegemite
regions
stomach.
in the world.
man.
But while we get this set up, let's take a closer look at Israel Adesanya.
This is great. I hope you throw up.
1 minute reset, 10, 40, 20. Lack of awareness of time.
Yes, it was a conscious decision for me to take that time off.
Drop it out, get real calm. Stagger it.
Because that year I had 3 or 4 fights as a champion, not even as a challenger. I had somebody from the UFC telling me just chill. But I was so stubborn and adamant, like, no, I want to fight in Sydney.
Oh! Adesanya in trouble early! Oh my goodness! Some fans have wondered aloud if eventually the breakneck schedule of Adesanya would catch up with him.
And hindsight, maybe I should have just chilled. But sometimes when life forces you to stop and slow down, you listen. And again, after that fight, I stopped, slowed down, I listened to my body. And my body is not the same as it was when I was younger. So it took time to heal my body, look after my health, and just really find myself again. I've handled this really well. The cards I've been dealt, the spotlight I was put in, the magnifying glass I've been put on, I've dealt really well with it. Despite the ups and downs, you learn. But there's no book about how to be a UFC superstar. You have to learn on the job. People like to throw that out there after anything. Like, you have one loss, nah, I should retire, that's it. It's done, he's over the hill, that's it. Even after Madison Square Garden, he's lost it. He'll never be Alex, retire.
Counter right from Adesanya, but ain't it down and out!
One of the greatest mixed martial arts fighters of all time.
That's what they say, but you don't listen to what they say, because they don't do what I do. They haven't seen what I've seen.
He got him bad.
I know me. Hell no. The curtains haven't closed. Not just yet.
Don't be a quitter.
You quit on the damn
We're set up now.
I didn't quit. I just wasn't
DC
good
is
at
just
trivia.
dealing with the Vegemite. We're doing a little wine tasting. Morgan's with us as well because
Yes,
we
we
are
are.
in one of the great wine regions in the world.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. It's amazing. I've been here all week. I've been trying wine all week. Let me tell you, it's great. But actually, it started in 1829 was the establishment of Swan River County, and that's a colony, and that's when they started doing wine making here. And it kind of got commercialized, and now it's one of the greatest places in the world to try some wine. So we're gonna put you guys all to the test. We have 3 white wines and 3 red wines for you to try.
Okay.
You're gonna have to guess what they are at the end. I'll give you some hints along the way. But let's start with the first one, closest to me.
Okay.
So are we gonna write? So what do we? What's?
Are you going to tell us what they are?
So
We've got
I'm
to guess
go-
which one?
Yeah, so at the end I'll give you 3 wines and you can guess which
Okay.
is which.
Okay.
But we'll taste all of them first and then we'll go to the reds
Multiple
afterwards.
choice.
Yeah, a little bit of multiple
So we're
choice. And
tasting
I'll help
number
you.
one. Okay.
So the first one, it is from the Mount Barker region of Western Australia in the south. You'll see it has a little bit of a green hue, which means it's fresh. You might get notes.
Nice. That is nice.
You like it? What are you liking, DC?
That's nice. This is nice.
Kind of has a sweet green apple taste.
Okay, okay.
I like that one.
You might
That was
taste
nice.
some citrus, nectarine
little
maybe.
grapefruit.
Oh,
Hey, Zach.
Dom's going for it.
Oh,
Dom,
wow.
what did you
gotta
get there?
taste
What
it.
notes?
Don't be judgy. You
No,
guys,
I'll do it like
you
how
guys
they
are-
do it.
You guys are being
I
judgy
was-
right now.
I
Stop
was,
it.
I was just here doing some wine tasting, but I'm going to do it properly. Spit and everything.
Chug it.
That's
Let's
really
go.
good.
I'll
You liked it?
you,
Two.
you know, if you can, whatever.
Oh,
All right, all right. We should get that on slow-mo. Okay.
that was nice.
All right, wine two.
All right, let's go to wine
Wait,
two.
don't we have to guess?
We need some water, guys. We need
that
some
makes
water
it
to rinse
harder.
our mouth out.
All right, wine two. This wine is from the Pemberton region.
It's really
It
clean.
has a brisk, refreshing, juicy,
That's
crisp
good.
taste.
That is
Like rich
crisp.
people stuff.
Don't taste it. Watch when you taste it. It hits a little.
Dan, are you a white or red wine kind of
It's a
guy?
little harder than the one before.
I'm normally red, but in the summer I
Yeah, a
like
little heavier.
Good, crisp white.
Yeah.
What do we think down there, DC?
This one's a little heavier than
Thank
the
you.
first one.
What's it taste like?
You can taste it. A little more smoky. Yeah, a little more
Smoky,
smoky.
okay, okay.
Smoky?
I felt like that one went
You
down
think that
pretty
You
tastes
easy.
shouldn't
smoky?
be getting those notes at all, but okay.
That's weird.
Maybe some of the porcelain or granite
that
you might
one's-
be tasting.
That one's.
This one
Yeah,
tastes
that
like.
one's a bit more, yeah, that's heavier.
Yeah.
All right, we've moved on to three. Moved on to three.
Yeah, we're on 3.
Okay, this one should be
don't
sharp,
like that
crisp, clean, steely. It's from Franklin River, Western Australia.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah, that one had a bit more of a
southern
hit.
region.
Sometimes you need a little sip.
Are we ready to guess what these three
Yeah.
are?
Well, that was definitely a lot heavier.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like we've got a couple of professionals up here.
One, 2, 3.
All right, your options are Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, and a Riesling.
So are we by the number?
Yeah, so
Number one
what
is-
was one?
Yeah.
We can go by the number.
Well, first off, Sauvignon Blanc is like with a U and all kinds of other stuff. I might want to tell
I don't know how to spell that word.
Yeah.
I'm like,
SP, you can
I'm just
abbreviate
gonna
it.
say
You can abbreviate it.
One.
And then Riz.
So write out your list, DC.
I don't even know what they are.
What are the three?
So you have a Riesling, a Chardonnay, and a Sauvignon Blanc. That is time.
What'd you say the R one was?
Riesling?
Riesling. So I just went Riz.
That's fine.
You got a lot of
Let's
Riz.
flip them around.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one was a Chardonnay, so Dom's got that one correct. The second one was the Sauvignon Blanc, which
Oh, really?
nobody
you were the same.
got correct.
Hell yeah, I am shocked.
That wasn't so.
And Riesling is
I am
3,
too.
so it's 1-1. DC and Dom.
Which one was Sauvignon
DC
Blanc?
squared. Let's go.
Sauvignon Blanc
Real
was the second one.
sophisticated palates up here.
That
guys.
was seven. That was oh.
Uh-huh.
The heaviest
Yeah.
one. What was number 3?
Vogue
Three
just
was a
did
Riesling.
wine testing.
It was a Riesling.
Bullshit.
Vogue just
Mate,
did
they
wine
were,
All right, let's go
I'm
with
actually surprised
The
that they
first one's
tasted
pretty
different. I thought they would all live
I thought a
with each
Chard-
other.
white,
I
you
thought
know,
a
get the
Chardonnay was
bagel.
heavier than all those.
Well,
It's good for you.
I guess not.
clearly you don't
Tapuria
really have a
drinks wine, I can
sophisticated
drink
palate over here.
Yeah,
Avi.
I'm on
Avi.
yeah,
We're
I
struggling,
definitely
we're
don't.
He drinks
struggling.
it before weigh-ins.
You can
Shut
redeem
up.
yourself when
I
you
mean,
head.
I did wine
Thank
tasting
you.
last time I was here, so I thought maybe that could have helped me.
And
but
this is
nope.
primarily a
0 and
white
3.
wine region, right? Correct?
Actually, the most prominent grapes are Cabernet wines.
Oh.
So red.
Hey, no,
yeah.
stop. RJ.
Yes.
We can't use the same glass.
It's actually
You
okay if you're
just
using
showed
a
you don't
red
know
wine.
anything
Yeah.
about wine. I don't
I
think a new
actually
glass is
got
going to
one
RJ,
work.
I have one, yeah.
I have
Here,
two.
rinse your glass out then if you want.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Could mess up the whole.
It'll mess up the whole
mess-
taste. This is
well,
very
wait,
sophisticated.
don't mess up the
Look,
notes.
here we go.
He got one right. All of a
They
sudden, he's
got
a
it.
break it
Hey,
down.
Dan,
sommelier.
Dan, how many you got right?
This is official.
It was an anomaly. It was an anomaly.
How many did you get right?
Dom, do you drink a lot of wine?
No.
I thought for sure you'd go.
But I can't have you guys
Nobody's
messing up
more
my
disappointed
notes.
in myself than I am.
Honestly,
switch.
no, I reckon they might have
heavy pour?
accidentally.
You over
They
poured
might have
that.
forgot.
She
They
knows.
might have forgot which glasses they put in. I think
Hey
we want the
Morgan, is
money.
there something I need to
think
know
you're right.
about that
I mean,
pour?
that's just
It's just a
what
little
I
What
heavy.
are you trying to do?
How do you
Yeah,
know
I'm
what's
sorry
what?
about that
How do
one.
you know
I'm
what's
sorry
what?
about that one.
Because they're labeled. 1, 2, 3.
That first one was pretty good.
I feel good.
All right.
All
And
right.
this is the number one here, right?
Number one.
So our 3
Try
options
number
are
one,
cab.
please. All right, what notes are you getting down there, DC?
I haven't even tasted.
What
Definitely
does
a
it smell
wine.
like?
I'm not a red wine drinker, eh?
Ooh.
You like it?
Yeah,
A
right?
little spicy, maybe?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That one's a little funky.
I kind of, I
Is
smell a
this
little,
lighter to heavy?
little plum.
That one's
No,
funky.
it's just in a random
I was
order.
going to say, it's like, oh, it's
believe
getting
we're the
heavier
same
for
height.
me.
But
You
definitely
weigh
red
like
wines are
another
typically
What are the types
heavier. You
again?
can tell with
So
the
big.
full body.
Oh.
We haven't gotten
How
to
are
the
you so
types yet.
giant? That
We
makes
haven't
no
gotten to
sense.
the types
'cause
yet.
you're short.
Little,
Yeah, it's good.
okay, a little raspberry.
I might have been
Yeah,
hitting
you
a
should be
raspberry
getting
there,
some
you know?
blackberry, raspberry,
Yeah, you
plum. plum.
You like
Hey,
this
plum,
one?
I got plum and raspberry.
You did.
Act like I know what I'm
All right,
talking
let's
about.
move on to 2.
I'm not even going to bother.
This one
These are all
pairs
gonna
well
taste
with
the same.
grilled meats, barbecue, roasted
that's why you-
vegetables.
That was not as bad.
I was waiting for a buttery.
No, that was not as
you know,
bad.
Buttery shard.
A buttery shardy. I was actually waiting for one. It didn't come.
Not buttery.
What happened?
No butter here.
I gotta rinse my palate.
Oh, I got this one locked and loaded.
DC, you like that one?
knows.
Yeah.
I know exactly what this one is.
Okay, let's go to the last
Far
one.
out. What? Well, that one was easier to drink.
The last one is my personal favorite kind of wine.
Really?
Oh,
Why?
wow.
What's it called?
Can't tell you.
But you said, cheer.
I'll tell you at the end. That's the whole game. You're trying to cheat?
Maybe.
Well, that's not too
Good
much.
tannins on this one. Good
That one's
tannins.
kind of smoky.
Great
That one
word.
was-
Great word,
All right.
Ben Helly. All right,
Wine
so
to
here are
beer.
your options. We had a Cabernet blend, we had a Malbec, and we had a Shiraz.
I don't even know. I'll just do it.
Does that sound?
I'll just do M for Mal. What do we got? I don't even know these.
Cab, a Malbec, and a Shiraz.
I just guessed. I'm going 3 and 3 because I'm guessing.
I got them all right.
Dan Helly did get them all correct.
Wow,
The
he knows
first
his
one
reds.
was a Shiraz,
All right,
the
I'm
second was a
okay.
Malbec,
Yeah,
and
I'm way
the
out.
third
I
was
just
the
went
Cab
Dominated.
I
blend.
didn't even know what they were saying, so I just
messed
put the.
I got
0
two.
for 3 again. Wow, 0 for 6.
You got one.
One.
So what's the best one?
Yeah, which was your favorite?
Wow, well
Loser.
done. Now you have to
Dan
chug
Helly
one.
just
Have to
won.
chug it.
Danny, can I say something? Can I say something?
Years of
You're a
alcoholism.
60-year-old
Oh, I
white
put
man.
S for
Of course
Shiraz.
you had
See?
more
Shows
wine
how
than the
much
rest
I
of
know.
them. You are a 60-year-old white man that spent his life on television. Of
Actually, I can
course.
even
These are not 60-year-old
Drink
drinks.
it when they're not watching.
Of course.
Okay.
Oh.
You don't mind the wine, huh?
No chance.
I wouldn't mind.
yeah.
I wouldn't
You
mind
told me.
DC. if
All
you
right,
took
yeah,
a swig of the spit
yeah.
Come on,
bucket.
man.
This one was easier to drink.
Chug it.
You want to take it back to the set
Chug
with you?
it. Let's go.
You're more than welcome to.
Oh, you're too good. You're too healthy.
that
You're
was
too healthy
excellent.
to
No
drink
problem.
wine.
Happy to
No,
I
I
won
had
the
some
belt.
last night.
Kelly, the
add
cab
some
was, the cab was
sophistication to the
great.
show.
Went out for dinner with
Yeah.
the
That
wife.
was that.
Yeah.
This one.
It was, had a
tasted
couple
like
of.
Which one was that?
Cabernet that you have.
Grab a
The
glass.
third-
Go ahead.
I had
the
a
middle one. Try
had
the
white
middle
wine with the wife
middle one
yesterday.
tastes like Cabernet.
Here you go.
I'm gonna do
one
white.
more.
Oh, I'll
Come
go
on.
the middle. I'll go the
Take-
middle then. The middle one was
Let's
easy.
I'm
take
gonna do
one.
white.
Let's
Guys,
take
we're
one
not
on
done
the road.
yet.
Cheers.
Don't go anywhere.
Blend. Chris, Deirdre, there's wine there if you girls
Might
want
be
some. You guys, there's
might need a bit of a
glasses,
break
there's
anyway
everything
with my
in our
tall ass.
apartment. This is
Oh,
our
don't
apartment.
say that. Don't say that to me, bro. I feel so bad.
Pour the girls a
Injuries
glass.
are the worst.
Take care of you guys.
Oh yeah, here we go.
The truck's
Perfectly. I
trying to
don't need
rush this
huh?
along, but I believe I won the belt and I get to make somebody spin.
Well, the problem is once you get the
Are you
wine
guys
going,
trying to get me
it
drunk?
gets very relaxed at this
What
point.
is going on
Yeah,
here?
it is true.
Right?
Because I'm gonna drink that beer, and then now we're drinking.
I don't have
beer,
anything else
wine.
to do today besides
And
go
all
to
we're
a
missing
rugby
is
game.
one thing, Dom.
No, don't say that. You can't say that out loud. Stop
DC.
it. You can't say that.
No, don't do it again. I did it already.
I want to
Dom
make.
spun yet?
No.
Dom.
I want to make. No, I didn't lose. That's
But-
why.
No, but I
you
won.
did.
What
I did
time
not
is it in the
lose.
morning?
I won, so I get to pick the spinner.
Beer 30?
It's so.
I want to make one point.
show is
I
like
want to make
shit.
one point. This proves you were exaggerating with the Vegemite. You forgot about it.
Well,
You
yeah,
forgot about it, and we mixed wine with it.
Well,
You
can I
drank
say
it
my
away.
Can I say
Here's-
my stomach
drink
is
it
still
away.
bubbling right now? What happens in the bathroom when this shit's over is going to be a problem.
Oh,
he's got a
Right
break.
there!
Oh, that's
Like,
great.
stretch.
Make sure you stretch.
No, I'm not gonna do.
Doug, you don't wanna
win.
get hurt
You win
like
the
Vogue, Doug.
dynamic. The dynamic look. You win. All right, hold on. Let me think what I'm gonna
worm?
do.
You
Dude,
can do
like,
worm?
just do some footwork. Your
Yeah,
footwork
I'm gonna
looks
do
like
some. I'm gonna
breakdancing.
do some.
That is true.
Where's the
Okay.
music? We need you.
me get out of the
I'll
way.
do some noise
Yeah,
for you.
we need.
Banana way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. No, spin.
And then.
Yes.
There we go.
They're better than they think.
Well
That
done.
was good.
Beautiful.
That was better than the
I
Australian
did
girl
my
in the
best. I'm
Olympics.
sorry. That was sad. That hurt my
Can we
shoulder
get
a little.
See, we're all.
Yeah, we gotta warm up
More of the
before I do
middle
shit
red.
like
The
that.
middle
I
red.
did it
This
the
is
other
the
day
red.
in a court.
Hold
The same
That hurt.
spot.
This is almost looks like a rosé because
Gosh,
there's
that
still a
was
little
bad.
red left in my
Yeah, there's
my
no
white.
red left in it. Yeah, it looks like a rosé.
All right, let's keep this drinking theme going, if that's okay with you
Okay.
guys. As we
Wait. What about the people that are weighing in?
I think
Everyone's
we're
weighing
done.
in.
We're done.
I think we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it usually
I can get rid
one
of that.
question I do have? Is it usually like there's some decent decent gaps between the weigh-ins there. Does that usually happen every single time?
Well, we just
That was
kind
a
of
very
did. Well, what
efficient
happened
weigh-in.
was
So
that
you,
was quick.
you missed a
Yeah.
couple.
That was a fast one.
Yeah.
That's why we're here, though.
I'm
to
just
fill.
always there off.
Yeah, you're here to fill the gap.
That's
though.
why we drink to kill time.
No, I mean, like I'm always even when
I
I'm
don't
doing
have
the
my
weigh-ins,
five
first one
fighters
there,
to
so I
drink my
just
beer
think
with.
everyone's there.
They'll throw it up on the screen for you, DC.
Welcome to TV.
Okay, yeah.
there you go.
But I do need an order of what you two guys want us to go in. Okay. All right, so we're going to keep the drinking theme going. DC mentioned it. 5 fighters that you would like to have a beer with. I think this is pretty easy. I'm going to start from top to bottom. Tai Tuivasa is my number one. I mean, doing a shoey, how great would that be? Bryce Mitchell, simply because the conversation, I think, would be unmatched.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You get a couple of beers in him, and it would be excellent. Kevin Holland, they call him Big Mouth for a reason. He would be super fun. King Green, I mean, he changed his name to King.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to have a beer with the King? And then Connor, because you never know where that's going to take you at the end of the night. I mean, you could both end up in prison.
I know
got
where
the
it's going
same
to take you.
list
Yeah.
almost.
I know it's going to take you.
Yeah, where?
With a punch upside your head. You know, Connor like to beat old men.
I don't like.
Connor's going to beat Dan Ellie.
You just have to take a
Connor,
shot.
I
Connor
think it's
would
a
beat
little,
you.
little bit of a low blow,
I
personally.
agree.
He would beat you.
You know, it's not
Especially
funny.
when you're wearing the
I
belt.
shouldn't have
That's
laughed as well.
uncalled
Sorry, I
for.
apologize for
Champion.
laughing.
You shouldn't have laughed, but it is funny.
But I just, that's what I do. I'm just here to just laugh at the shit jokes, make everyone feel better, you know?
Not everybody has to laugh at the court
He didn't
jester.
like that. He didn't like
said
that.
shit jokes.
Nah, you
He
got
called
me.
your
That's all
jokes
good.
shit, DC.
Nah, no, I didn't. I was having a go at everyone.
He
there.
said that. I
I
heard
like
it.
that you're taking the piss.
He knows that's it.
Taking the piss.
The banter we'll talk about. All right, here's my top five.
Ba-dum-bum.
I didn't go top 5. I just went with all the Aussies and New Zealanders.
Oh, that's a cop out.
Nah, because I'm going to be drinking with them this weekend. Hopefully they all get the win and we're going to be celebrating.
What are you
So,
going to drink?
Cannot
What do you
wait.
drink?
They're always a good time too.
What do you
Just
drink?
gotta come
When you
drink
drink
with
with your boys, what do you drink?
Swan, perhaps?
See, I'm actually more of a whiskey guy, to be honest.
Really? Wow. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fancy.
Aussies don't drink
You
liquor
know,
that
bourbon,
much. They're all beer
whiskey. I
guys.
don't mind a bit of bourbon
I
with
feel
whiskey.
like you got to be like really rich to enjoy whiskey and bourbon.
No.
Cause he,
Well, he's rich.
Cause he's got, he is rich, and he probably has like a really.
You got a
nice,
wine glass, red wine in your hand.
Yes. Okay. Here are my list.
DC's net worth is 10 times everyone at this.
Here's
at this
my
desk,
list.
by the way.
All right. Tai Tuivasa because he is. Henry Cejudo because even though you guys might not love Henry,
What?
he tells great stories.
No.
Henry has seen the
What?
world in wrestling and fighting.
Wild.
The stories when you're around Henry Cejudo, guys.
That's
It's
wild.
next level.
I've actually. I've drunk with him.
And doesn't he tell great stories?
He's a weird little guy. Come on. He's weird.
He's different.
He's
But I mean, no,
He's a $3 bill.
I think he's autistic.
I would have.
He's strange.
I would like to have a drink with Israel. Oh, I had a drink with Israel Adesanya whenever somebody won a fight in Dallas. Was that you? One of your guys has won a fight in Dallas. He won in Dallas. And I went to his after party and I had a drink with Israel Adesanya. It was fun. He's a close talker when he's drunk, though. That's one of the
Israel.
things. I don't love close talkers.
close talk, as in
A
like.
close talker, like he gets right next to you.
I don't mind if you don't-
Is that a thing?
no.
Am I lying?
Huh?
Am I lying? When Izzy's drinking, he kind of gets a little close to you, like, okay, you're a big dude.
But does he spit?
Alexander, I'd like to have a drink with
spitters.
Alexander Volkanovski.
We can make that happen.
like the
Because
close
Alexander Volkanovski seems like a good time, and he seems like he tells good stories.
You're doing it.
And a bit of banter,
Alex, take a
as
drink.
well, you know.
Hey,
No, I want
there
in
we
on
go.
this. I want in on
Cheers,
this. I want
boys.
in on this.
I'd
yeah.
like to have one with Volk, right?
Bad timing with my,
And-
my little.
He tore his
my
glute,
little
but
dig at
it's
him
all right.
for-
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
my glute as well.
And then Max Holloway. Max Holloway.
Max is the best.
Max is awesome when if he ever has a drink. Max Holloway's awesome. Let me tell you,
He's
you know
awesome
who's the
sober.
funnest. You know who's the funnest? Max Holloway, fat Max Holloway. He doesn't get fat anymore, but when he used to
doesn't
get
he?
fat in between fights, he was so fun.
What's Max Holloway's accent
anyone-
like after a few drinks?
You probably can't understand him at all.
Whoa. Okay, my list. I have to put Connor up there.
You're drinking with John Jones, bro.
I've done it before. I gotta see what happens. Like, do we jump in a car and go 1,000 on the freeway? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, I want to see what happens when I go. I've done it once, and me and John Jones have had some weird
I've had a
talks
couple of
later.
drinks with him too, actually. I remember doing that.
Right, but Connor
was like in
too.
my shadow box.
Because
I think he
no,
was trying to stir
listen,
me up a
I
little
gotta
bit.
say
Let's see
Connor
if I bite
because
something there,
when I saw him piss off Khabib and get Khabib to jump over octagons and all his brothers come in, like I was like, I gotta drink with this guy. Like this is crazy. I was like watching people jump over me into the octagon. That was crazy.
I never thought we'd see John. I never thought I'd see two guys that openly seem to have substance abuse issues on your list.
That's why you got to do it with them.
No, this isn't intervention.
Yeah,
this is a fun.
You know what? It will
see the
be.
train
Come on,
wreck.
that
Like,
will be
that's what Dom's all
interesting.
about.
All right, yeah, I like to toy with.
Dom's like, I'm not trying to limit these guys. Let them have fun.
Yeah,
Well,
what
you know the
happens?
guy's bad when you're going out with the guys that are going to be outraged.
We find out who they really are.
Dom's the sober one. That's
my next
why.
one is Tuivasa,
Oh, yeah.
because he's
Another
Tui. Come on. Bryce Mitchell, I want to ask him about vaccines after like 5 drinks. I want to see what happens. Like what comes out of his mouth. You know what I mean?
Go down the rabbit hole.
The world is flat. Like I want to hear it. And last, I mean, she's beautiful. She's got a brain. She's smart. She could teach me Spanish. Alexa Grasso. Come on.
Wait, Alexa Grasso, does she even drink?
It's a date.
It's a great question. Maybe that would be the point.
That's a good.
You're using your
cool
powers
chick.
for
She's
good
a cool
to
chick.
influence people to
See what
drink,
could happen.
whether they
my
should or
God.
not.
Oh my God.
Is it my turn?
No.
My turn.
Great.
My top 5 to 1, the correct
Oh.
direction.
Yeah.
Anthony Smith, number 5. I put that there because he refuses to let anyone buy a drink around him.
Oh, wow.
If you're drinking with Anthony Smith, he just goes, sorry,
Well,
Anthony, I
Anthony
put you on
Smith's
blast.
making way
If you're
too much
around
money.
Anthony Smith ever at a bar, he will not let you
The
buy
best
a
way to
drink.
keep your money
Really?
is act like you don't have
He
any
wants
money.
to save you.
He's a generous guy.
Forgot my wallet.
That is a
dude.
good.
Yep, I
number
do it all the
4,
time.
Bryce Mitchell
Way to
for the
go.
same reason.
That's a good
Seriously,
one.
he's going to be like,
He's my number
gravity
4.
is the devil and the Democrats are controlled by bees.
I kind of believe him,
Wild.
though. Just for the record, I kind of believe Bryce Mitchell, everything he says.
He can be convincing.
I just do.
Number 3, Conor McGregor, for all the very obvious reasons. It'll start with a beer, and then we'll end up watching like a monkey night fight in Monaco or something.
Hey, dude, I would
Spiral
love to.
somewhere.
I would love to see Conor McGregor and Dan Hellie have a drink together because I just know what the outcome's going to be.
What would happen?
I've been
Fine,
dying to see you get
sophisticated
punched in the face, dude. Conor would punch you in the
What
face.
is your thing with that?
Did you
Why
not?
do you want to punch Kelly?
Do you not
Leave
remember?
Him alone, man.
How does him wearing that UFC belt make you feel, bro?
Look how nice
I
he
wish
is.
Michael Bisping was here.
He's like the nicest guy
Michael
ever.
Bisping would make him pay for putting that on. He would say that
Dude,
you're
by the
ridiculous.
way, I've had many a drink with Bisping. We get along famously.
Well, why don't you give him advice on fighting and see how good you guys get along?
I don't give people
He'll
advice on
put you
fighting.
right
Just
in your
like you
place.
shouldn't give me advice on broadcast.
Oh, just like the one time you gave Luke
he's
Rockhold
right.
advice on
'Cause
what
you
he
don't
was
do your
supposed to do. You
homework,
remember that when
DC,
you made
he
fun of
knows.
Luke Rockhold?
I didn't make
DC.
fun of Luke
Yeah, you
Rockhold.
did.
DC,
It was
you
a
hear him?
memorable moment.
DC.
Your favorite
About a
moment was that
matchup.
about Luke Rockhold?
He just said you don't do your homework. He
What's
just
that?
said that. He said because
said
you're a
that?
bad broadcaster, it's because you don't do your
I
homework.
didn't call him a bad broadcaster. I just said don't give me advice on broadcasting when he's a fighter.
I was at one time I was on a call with Dominic and I was very sick. And I said, it's like the flu game because he took a shot at me and I go, I'm like Michael Jordan, the commentary. I went to the UFC Expo. What? Bro, me and Dominic were on the show and I was very sick. So Dominic goes, take a break because I couldn't get my words out.
Oh,
So I
he was
go,
dying.
it's like the flu game. I'm like the Michael Jordan the commentary. So then I was at the UFC Expo, 20 people pick photos with me, and they had these things that go, the Michael Jordan the commentary, so call me a bad commentator. And then you're saying Michael Jordan sucked at basketball. If you call me a bad commentator,
Michael
you're saying
Jordan's the
Michael
best
Jordan,
ever.
then I am the best
He's
ever.
the best ever.
I'm the best ever. Tell me I'm the best commentator ever. You can say it right now, Dom. You can say it right now.
I'm trying to agree with
Hellie, tell him to tell me I'm the best broadcaster he knows.
DC's been picking on you too much.
I'm okay with being picked on, but to call yourself the Michael Jordan of
That's
anything is blasphemous.
No,
Yeah.
It's
I don't
blasphemous.
think-
Dan,
I agree.
Tell
In
him
his
to
humble opinion.
Dan, could you tell Dominic to tell me that I'm the Michael Jordan of broadcasting and commentary?
I will not because that won't happen.
You are the master fluffer of commentary. That's what you are. The master fluffer. You make everybody love you, and we know what a fluff does.
What it
It's
does,
just-
it
I
gets
mean,
you ready.
You know, the fluffer gets you ready, bro. That's what you
Stop,
do.
we gotta stop, we gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We have,
Hey, stop, we gotta be quiet.
have
We gotta be quiet.
real
Hey,
Australian
quiet
animals
down,
in
DC.
here.
Keep
Holy
it quiet.
cow.
We gotta be quiet, guys. We gotta be quiet.
Oh my
We gotta
God. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a little excited. We have a couple more games we have to play, but they told us pre-show. Alex, you remember? We can't talk too loud. The
What is
koalas
it?
will get pissed.
They have what? Gonorrhea or syphilis? What is it?
Oh,
Cassandra's scared of
They
him.
have one of those too,
Cassandra
right?
was over there. She got scared and walked away from the koala.
These things are dangerous.
Okay, guys,
with
we have the game.
STDs.
It's called Which Table Would You Sit At?
Okay.
All right? Which doesn't
I'm
sound
sweating
like
profusely.
you can't end this sentence in a preposition, but that's fine.
Watching you sweat.
Okay, you guys ready?
Always makes me
We're going
laugh.
to give you a couple tables with different people, different anime characters.
See, that's the one. I was saying that's the style
You're going to
bender.
have
You
to
see
pick
him?
one.
You see, that's the style bender.
His name is
I
On.
told you.
His name is On.
I told you, DC.
You're right.
I told you.
And that's not anime?
That's anime.
I think that is anime, right?
It's anime. That's what I was telling him.
I
That
thought you said it wasn't.
no, it is. He was saying it wasn't. DC was saying it wasn't.
If you guys head over, if you're watching at home on YouTube, if you head over to the UFC Fight Pass social media accounts, they're always polling for these cool ideas. You see these sometimes on social media. This one has some of the 305 flavor. If you want to let your voice be heard, head over to Fight Pass X or Instagram on the handles there. Fill out your bracket and tell us where you would agree or disagree. So Volk, let's start with you. You get to pick the first table that you'd want to be sitting at.
Obviously, I'm not an anime guy, but obviously, Izzy's my boy, right? But I'm just not an anime guy, so I don't know. I'm not going to fit in there. I'm going to be a mute on that table. So I'm going to go with table 5. Looks, that's look who it is, Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'd love to be on that table.
I will say that the new Wolverine, what's it called? The new
it's in the theaters now.
It was terrible.
Oh, really?
You're
It's made like $1 billion.
I was about to go.
I hated it. I walked out.
Dude, did you see?
They made it so
Gambit
weird.
was awesome in that.
No,
I haven't seen it. I've got to watch
they
it.
made that movie
All right,
terrible.
so
They ruined it.
Yeah, Siskel and Ebert. Can we pick your table?
I'm taking 5.
They ruined it.
You're taking 5.
It was
You know
terrible.
what's crazy?
You're taking 5
Don't
as well?
watch it,
I'm taking
people.
5 because you know what's lucky is I'm glad that you guys came along because Australia was known for a guy that chased.
Come on, hurry up, DC. We got to keep it moving. You hear him in our ears?
All
Let's
right,
go.
we're gonna do a little rapid fire, okay? I guess you guys are both settled on table 5. All right, I'm skipping the first question because it's so obvious after the press conference. Who's the crowd gonna be for, DDP or Izzy? They're obviously gonna be for Izzy. So we're gonna go to number 2. Buy or sell? Israel said he's fed up with the media in the lead up. Is that concerning? We've seen other guys kind of disenchanted.
No, it's the media's job is to bring up all the questions that we don't want to look at for 3 months. And then you get to fight week, the most stressful week of the entire time, and they ask you all the questions you don't want to deal with, and you're forced to look at them.
Is there a whistle or
It's
something
annoying.
to make him go fast? Because it's rapid fire.
That's rapid.
That's rapid. Volk, go
That's
ahead.
not rapid.
So, like, what am I going to say? I'll be
rapid,
as
bro.
quick as I can.
It
Buy
is-
or
You have
sell?
no
Is
patience,
that what we're
DC.
saying?
Yeah,
You have
buy
no
or sell.
patience.
Israel fed up with the media. Is that
None.
concerning?
No, it's not.
Work on it.
Okay.
That's
No, it's
short.
not concerning at all.
All right, fact or fiction? A layoff like this
that was good,
good,
DC. Dude,
was
that
good
was
for a
good.
fighter like Izzy.
Say what?
A layoff is good for a fighter like Izzy.
A layoff is good because he's had such a long title run. When you're defending the title as much as he has, you need a break for the body, and now he's going to come back fresh.
Yeah, exactly that. After so many consecutive title fights and being in there and being so active, that break I think would have done him great physically and mentally.
And he's grounded.
Did DC just rush me?
Yeah. Guys, yes, it's a great break. Both of you guys need it because the UFC rolled you and Izzy very hard while y'all were champions.
Adesanya said the lead up to this fight is the first time he's lived like a proper athlete during this 11 months off. Is there a time that you did not live like a proper athlete?
Yeah, when I was on my title run, they just work you to the bone. You have to go nonstop. You're expected to fight every freaking month because it's up to you to carry the division. You're not a human when you're a title holder. You have to become a robot.
Well, it is a responsibility. That's how I always looked at it. It was like a responsibility. I guess I held that on myself as well.
It's real.
What was the exact question though?
When did you ever not live like an athlete? Well, you just talked about that before the last fight.
A time that you learned something.
Probably before the short notice fight. Yeah, so that's
fight,
why that's what was most hardest for me is the fact that I'm always I'm fighting all year round, 24/7. I'm a professional. I just wasn't around that time, so that's the hardest thing for me with that. I'll take short notice fights every single time. I pride myself on it, but that's one thing that anyway.
Every time I was done fighting. That's why I weighed 255.
You just got back.
Between fucking 205.
You're a freak athlete.
One time I weighed 260.
Listen.
And made 205 in 7 weeks.
I want to make a point. This is how good of an athlete DC is, that he can get that. He can just stop training, eat whatever he wants, blimp up, and still go pick people up and throw them like it's crazy. You're a freak athlete.
It was also Oklahoma State thing,
fair.
right? Johnny Hendricks used to get big in between
fair,
fights.
DC.
Mark Munoz. It was just kind of a thing.
It's not fair.
Wrestling, bro. Wrestling killed us. They starved us since we were like 12.
Hey, you were never starved.
This game is called Rapid Fire. Come on. We don't need to talk about your eating
Nobody
habits.
starved you.
Okay, rapid fire. All right,
I'm
Ron.
not gonna. I am not gonna be treated that way by you.
All right, yay or nay?
All right, I'll listen to the question this time.
All right, yay or nay? Is DDP an easier stylistic matchup for Izzy than Strickland was?
No, you're first. I'm you.
For Izzy than Strickland was. No, I think he's a much harder stylistic matchup than Strickland was, personally.
Okay.
Yeah, I think DDP would be a harder matchup. I just think maybe Izzy was caught by surprise on that one.
Hey, numbnuts.
He'll be harder because he's not as traditional as Sean Strickland. Bro, why you call me numbnuts?
Because you're not paying attention.
Wow.
You're looking at the koala bears.
There's a beautiful dog over there. A beautiful dog.
They're koala
I don't know whose dog that is. No, it's a dog over there in the corner.
It's a dingo.
It's
not a dog, it's a dingo.
Dingo's
and that's the one you're supposed to be quiet around, DC. Quiet down.
All right, we're going on to the next question.
Good-looking dingo.
After the main event, regardless of the outcome, Izzy and Dricus will squash their beef.
Yeah, I think so. I think no question. I think there's respect there. There's mutual respect so high that that's what's bringing the tensions to the point that it's at. I think they're definitely going to be cool at the end of this, no question.
I think so too. I think, as you said, the respect is there. So I think they squash it after this.
I think this one looks like Paulo Costa. I don't know if Izzy and Costa have ever even spoken since. When Costa fell face down, ass up, Izzy jumped behind him. Like, think about
he
that.
did some different things to him in that fight, though. Like,
yeah, all right. The longer the main event goes, it benefits who?
I'll take Izzy. I think the longer it goes, it benefits Izzy. But I do believe they're both 5-round fighters, so I don't really actually believe that it benefits anybody truly.
I believe that.
But if I had to pick on a house, I would say it helps Adesanya because he needs the space, and I think the timing to create the space will support him.
Yeah, I'll say Izzy. Benefits Izzy.
I'm going to just agree with Dom. I don't think it benefits anybody. I think they're both just ready.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Who is the next winner of Dricus and Adesanya? Who is next?
The wine got it.
Got me. Who's next for the winner of the main event?
I hope it's Strickland. I would love to see him with either of those guys again. Personally, I do. I just think he made it close enough, and he's so emotionally reckless. I want to see what happens with that too.
Hold on. You can say a rematch if you want to. You can say a rematch.
I don't know. It depends on the fight.
I mean, sure, isn't it already locked in pretty much that Sean is next?
Yeah.
Basically.
Pretty much.
You know, obviously, it is between Sean and
Dana wasn't as like, it's definitely happened. But dude, if Robert Whittaker beats Khamzat Chimaev, and he's beaten Khamzat Chimaev, the kid in Saudi Arabia, Alaskarov, and Costa, who is the only person that Sean beat since he lost the belt, how do you deny Rob? How do you deny Rob?
Just because he fought Stylebender twice already.
But
that's
now you're
the only reason why I'm
saying.
saying.
Too. But then what if Khamzat wins?
Not twice though.
What if Khamzat wins? He's undefeated.
Then he's
right
been
the heir apparent forever.
And he's right there.
And Sean Strickland's almost said publicly that when they trained, Khamzat was getting the better of him.
Yeah. All right, last question. Biggest takeaway from Steve Erceg's title loss to Pantoja back in May? Biggest takeaway?
Erceg is learning to adjust to believing he belongs here, and I think that fight showed him he does.
That's a great point.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to help with his confidence at that last one. Obviously, going the 5 rounds and getting really close. You know, maybe a couple of little mistakes there. He knows he could have got that win without it. So I think that's you can take confidence out of that.
He's really, really good. I mean, he was ranked number 10 in the world. Normally, when you're a title holder and you get somebody like, if you get number 5, you're like, yo, I'm going to the bank because I'm whipping this dude. He was number 10 and he almost won. He's good, really good.
Guys, you know what it's time for?
All right, here it is.
I don't even want to do this.
Mate, did you see some of the guys looking after him? Like they're wearing like.
Let's walk over here. Tim Mullaney from the West Oz Wildlife is in the house. Let's walk over. Near West, he's here in Western Perth. He brought some animals for us, and they are beautiful.
I'll get right in on
It's good for you.
All right, we're gonna walk over
Builds
here.
character. It's a harmless
Tim, what?
snake, to be fair. You're good. It's a harmless snake.
Where's Tim? Oh, Tim, hold on. I don't want to get too close.
The dingo,
Am I
not a
safe
dog.
here?
You're safe, mate. You're safe
Okay.
with all these animals.
Okay. Tim, great to see you. I'm Dan. Thanks for coming here. Is that snake bites?
No, she won't bite you.
They're not going to give you a snake that bites you.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Maybe Alex will.
They would never.
This one here, if you want to have this fella. Yeah. Well, this fella here.
What is this right here?
This is a Parenti. And I mean this genuinely. His name's Bob.
Hi, dingo.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
Because these are the top land predator in Australia. So he's only a baby. He'll grow up to be about 2 meters long.
You all right?
Yeah, he'll be right. If you just hold him under here, like hold the base of his tail.
Base of the tail.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect.
Volk.
Yeah, so he's named Volk because he's the top land predator in Australia. So
Did you name him?
big UFC. Yeah, I did. Big UFC fan.
That's pretty awesome. So Volk is holding baby Volk right now.
He'll grow to be 2 meters long. He's all right. He'll settle down in a minute. He'll grow to be about 2 meters long, and yeah, that's why he got his name.
How
Not
about,
as calm as he
how about the
looks.
dingo,
He's
Tim? Can you tell us about the dingo?
Yeah, so we got Yappa.
Here it is.
again. These are our native wild dog that we have here.
Good looking, man.
He's a great looking animal.
Dingo, eh?
But yeah, no,
What's
he's
the dingo's name, Tim?
so his name's Yappa.
Yappa.
Yep. Yeah, he's been in our family now for he's nearly 10 years old. So he's been doing this. All these animals go out to like schools and do school education. That's their main role. So yeah, he's pretty used to doing all this sort of stuff.
Hey Tim, so I don't know if you know this. I mean, we have a couple of guys who are going to be in the Hall of Fame who, champions, right?
Yep.
Former champions. We also have a guy who's another former champion who's currently in the Hall of Fame, Daniel Cormier.
Yep.
I don't know where he went. He's hiding. He's afraid of. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's here. Okay, you joined us. What about this? What about the snake?
Yeah, so this is a Woma python, again, native to all over the top end of
What
Australia.
kind of a python?
Woma, W-O-M-A.
Does it have teeth?
Nah, he's got teeth, yeah, plenty of teeth, but real friendly again. Used to going to schools and all.
Which one do you want to have a hold of?
I'll hold this one.
You hold that?
I'll have a hold of it.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Daniel, you want the snake
Daniel.
after Volk?
Yeah, I'll go to him.
Oh,
You're right. You're right. He'll just sort of wait till he gets a grip and settle for you.
so I got to hold the leg?
Yeah, just the back of his tail there. Just hold the back.
Oh, just back of his tail?
Yep. That's right. So let his legs loose there. Right.
Oh, let his legs loose.
Yeah, that's it. He'll just settle on you.
What's this? What kind is this?
Just don't go too close to the dingo with the Woma.
What kind of snake?
What was the snake?
It's a
Tim?
Woma python, so it's only a python.
Yep.
So
Daniel, where are you going?
I don't want the snake. I don't want the snake.
I'll give you the back end.
I don't want the snake. I don't want the snake. I don't want the snake. I don't want the snake.
That's amazing. Okay.
The dingo,
Dom,
guys,
will you hold
the dingo is
Volk?
beautiful.
The dingo is, man. That's what's
just
it
the
called?
base. If you just hold around the base of his
Chipper,
tail. Okay. Around there.
Chipper was?
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yep.
And he'll
Yep.
sort of sit up, and if you sort of
Okay.
sit up in the air a bit, he likes it.
How about these quads? I've always been fascinated by quads. Wow.
Yeah, so these
Do I have to stay back?
No, come right in. Come in, have a.
watch
You
out
can
for
have
the
a
drop bears,
have
man.
a pat.
You can have a pet?
Surely DC's keen on this one.
No, these all right.
Buddy, come on, buddy. Don't pull.
Awesome.
Don't pull.
Now these aren't technically a bear, obviously, but they do get called the koala bear a fair bit. Obviously, eat eucalyptus leaves. That's all they eat.
Hold on. Where do we?
But basically, yeah, all they eat is the eucalyptus leaf. They even get all their water supply from that. So,
Are they friendly?
yeah, no, these guys
What
are.
I've learned, honestly, is that the koala is a very dangerous animal.
Nah,
Look at his finger. He will rip you apart.
Well, my theory is that, Khabib takes on proper bears. Why wouldn't you take on a koala bear, mate?
Me?
Pretty smart.
Oh wow.
He will rip your face off.
He kind of looks like Volk.
They're
Like Volk?
Like a little. He kind of looks like Volk.
Volk got the
Yeah,
snake
no,
on
they
his
are.
face,
I mean, that's so
man.
they can grip into the trees.
go
So
right on the
that's
shiny head,
that's them feeling safe. So as long as they can grip into them trees,
You won't
nice
even
and tight,
touch
they
the
feel really
lizard?
safe. So that's what that's.
Come on, man.
What's
Look
the
how
biggest? I mean, you guys have such
Look how placid it
wildlife
is,
and
mate.
different animals that we don't see. And
That's a good word.
Placid?
I like how you said it. That's
Like,
good. That's
What's
I
the
like how
message you
you.
want to convey?
I like
about
how he
what
said
you
that.
do and the wildlife here in Australia.
What we spend our days doing is taking all these animals out to schools and stuff like that. It's about educating the next generation of the young kids and that to basically want to save these guys. And we've found over the years of doing this that it's one thing to sit them and show books and stuff like that, but to actually let them have an encounter with them and be able to pat them and stuff like that, you just find that they have a bit of a deeper love and passion for the animals. That's what we do.
Tim, you're the man. I know this was kind of last minute. My producer Zach just told me that we're going to get you some tickets to the fight.
Yeah, brilliant.
So you're going to be here tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Early.
Nice and early. Yep.
This is amazing. Thank you.
No worries.
Look at this guy. How are you not scared of the snake?
So nice.
They're a beautiful animal.
Yeah,
I mean, it's incredible.
They're beautiful. Yeah, here.
It's a reptile.
Where's? Hey Miles, come on here. Let's come over here, Vol. Hey, everybody, get in here. Let's get a picture with the animals. DC, get in here.
Do you want to hold a koala?
Yeah, I'd love to hold a koala.
Oh wow.
Just like that. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to hold a koala as well?
Oh yeah, if I can,
just
for
one
sure.
second. I'll throw
You
it
gotta
out.
learn trust.
1 second.
All
Just
right.
give me 2 seconds.
Here's a closer look at the main event while we take a picture. The official UFC 305 weigh-in show with animals. We got little Volk, we got big Volk, we have a very scared Daniel Cormier over
so
here.
Just put both your hands like that and,
Okay.
and just don't move. You're the tree.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever held a koala.
I definitely have.
All right, so here's the 5th-ranked UFC middleweight contender out of South Africa, Dricus du Plessis. Prevailing thought is the winner of this fight could challenge Israel Adesanya 9 weeks from now at UFC 293.
UFC 290 in Las Vegas, I was there cage side watching, and this guy's already been talking some
Want to be the first real African champ, trained, born, bred in Africa.
He tried to say that he's the real true African champion. That ticked me off a little bit.
so I want to give him a lick.
Big strikes raining down by the South African. Whoa! Do you believe it? Dricus du Plessis stops Robert Whittaker inside 10 minutes. Wow. There is no doubting the South African now.
That earns you a spot at the very top of the mountain. And the man you will face next is the great Israel Adesanya.
What's up, bitch? Yeah, my African brother. Yeah, my African brother.
I'm African, but I ain't no brother of yours, son. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a world title fight.
I will gladly drag his carcass across South Africa.
He's behaving like a clown in there. That's not how a champion behaves.
I mean, this is a battle for Africa. We got these dudes out here going crazy.
He was hurt, decided not to take the fight, so that was disappointing, but we moved on to the game of Strickland.
As the most active champion in history, 5 fights, 18 months, it was just too much for me.
One of the biggest upsets in UFC championship history.
I gotta imagine that Dricus du Plessis will be the next guy, especially after being the one that was supposed to be here tonight. I tell you, he's kicking himself in South Africa right now, because if there was a time to get at Adesanya, tonight was the night.
When the Strickland call came, I was ecstatic. That was a lifetime of work coming together on one night.
Oh, big right hand for du Plessis.
He's a tough dude. I hit him with some big punches that we've put down a lot of guys. After the 5th round, I was 100% sure I won that fight.
Israel Adesanya, get your ass back in the UFC so we can settle this score.
It's official, UFC 305. This fight is going to be ridiculous.
This fight's about history. It's about legacy.
Izzy thrives in tough situations. He doesn't like Dricus du Plessis. I'm excited to see that angry Izzy.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the most dangerous, nasty version of Israel Adesanya.
I've got so many belts. What I don't have is him, his head. That's what I'm coming for.
Counter right from Adesanya. Pineda down and out.
Oh my goodness!
This man is trying to convince himself that he still wants to be here, that he still has what it takes, but he will never get what he had again. I'm the new king of this division, and I'm going to make sure he knows that.
Oh! Huge right hand. Dricus du Plessis.
There's levels to this. I'll remind him who he is. Go in there, beat him, and make it look easy.
That's the last style bender, folks.
Y'all must have forgot.
He's a warrior, but he's not ready for what's about to come. At UFC 305, I'm finishing Israel Adesanya whichever way I want to.
There's the tap.
I will manhandle him.
I want to whoop his ass so bad.
He started this completely on his own, but I'll end it. I'll make sure I end it.
Starting. All right, welcome back. The animals are still in the building. Everybody's taking pictures, but we got to get back to
Work, yeah.
work and the fight. And striking is what we're going to focus on here for a couple of fighters on the UFC 305 card, and the different types of striking that are going to be important to them, hopefully winning their fight. So we brought RJ in here dressed as a kangaroo because we're in Australia, right? So we're going to demonstrate the striking on Mr. Kangaroo.
I look like a 5-year-old UFC fan right now.
DC's going to focus on DDP and what the important strikes for DDP.
All right, so you watch Alexander Volkanovski fight. A lot of times he throws a 1-2 and the inside kick is this. That's normal. DDP might throw in a punch like this, and then like this, and then the kick may come from this side, and it's high, and it's this. But what am I doing every single time I step forward into Izzy? Moving back, right? So as I move him back with all this stuff, I get him here. I get him to the octagon side. That is where Dricus needs to be. Dricus needs to be in close, because the more time he spends at range, the worse it can be for him trying to get to Adesanya. And once he's here, then he can level change. Guys, du Plessis will do takedowns like this. Body lock, outside trip. He might do inside trip to this side. He does a lot of things that aren't technically the way we teach it in wrestling, but they work because they're so different. So he's got to use all those big strikes, this type of stuff, to move him here. As he closes that distance, he's got to get into that clinch, slow the fight down, and then start to get to his takedowns. It won't be double legs. It'll be grabbing Izzy, dragging him down, tripping him, so many different ways here to secure a takedown.
I was waiting for that. I was like, surely, I thought the kicks were going to come.
He'd come right up from that.
That was good.
He is a bull.
That was good. You like that?
That was very good, very good. Well, that just plays right into
my costume.
Plays right into what I would say. Obviously, DC was right. You know, DDP's going to want to come forward. Dricus is going to want to come forward, use his strikes to do so, try and back him up to the cage and get to the clinch. So the thing for Izzy is to not just let him push back, not just let him follow him either. Because Dricus will come forward aggressively, and in Izzy's last fight, he was getting pushed back. He wasn't able to work. Before he knew it, he was on the cage. He wasn't letting anything off. So he's going to have to engage a little bit more. So when someone's coming at you aggressively, obviously you got your footwork. He's coming. You might just get one now. I was going to do a little cheap shot. You might need to actually just jam in as well. Try and get back to the center. Don't let him back you up. But me just running back the whole time isn't going to be good. So I might be faking stuff as he's coming forward, bridge the gap, come in. If he wants to come in aggressively, I'm going to make him pay. Now he might show a little bit. He might show a little bit more respect. Now he might not want to push forward. He might be a bit more hesitant. Now I can hold the center a little bit better. Now I can do my work a little bit better. Now I can work my tools, hold the center, and not get pushed back the whole time.
I love the way you got off the line too. When you got off the line, is he gonna have to get off that line?
Of course.
You better not be going straight back.
If you're going straight back, that's what I felt like with the last one. You know, obviously you thought that range was going to work well with Strickland, but Strickland was very defensive as he was pressuring forward. So it was very hard for you to just let off shots. He just wouldn't let you do that. I don't think that happens again. I think you want to come aggressive at me, I'm going to make you pay.
So I think Erceg has a nasty left hook. Like when he
talking
throws
co-main event here. Kai Kara-France, Steve Erceg.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll be Kara-France. I think Erceg's got a nasty left hook. So I think part of the way to counter that is you've got to be underneath it to an extent. And the way to do that is to start to the body early. You got to start to the body early. Inside kick, right hands to the chest, body shots, all here. And that sets up later on in the fight, as we've seen, Kai Kara-France has a nasty right hand. That right hand's gonna land. The more you beat up the body, the more you beat up the legs, the elbows, the hands, they just start to drop. And not on top of that, Erceg has to stand his ground in order to land that counter. He's looking for counters. So when I go to the body and the counter, he's staying here, that move out of the way, DC, that sets up the next shot.
Okay. I was trying
So
to
the right hand, no, you're good. You're good. Boom, here. When I go here, that sets up.
Oh, yes. Oh, Dom, I love that. Dom, I love that. That's sick.
Yes.
Hey, I thought you were going to go in for some big body shots there as well.
Did you show it again?
You don't need to go on the scale. I know exactly how much you weigh.
Hey, okay, you want to talk trash? No,
That's nice, right?
That was awesome.
That's nice.
That was good.
The body shot. The body shot.
There it is.
That looks like Satia might do. Right?
All right. While we're letting RJ recover a little bit with the Olympics just finishing up, let's take a look at this.
All right.
If I was in the Olympics and I was an MMA fighter in no combat sports, I would be a sevens rugby player.
I would definitely be a gymnast. I would play table tennis.
如果说我要是不参加对抗项目，那我将参加田径、短跑或者长跑都可以。
I would play soccer. If I was in the Olympics, I think I'd be in the high jump.
I'll probably play tennis because I love tennis so much.
其他的项目的话，我可能更喜欢篮球吧。
if I was going to pursue anything and dedicate my life to it for the Olympics, it would be table tennis.
If I wasn't fighting, I'd be playing soccer in the Olympics. I'd probably be a break dancer.
If I was in the Olympics, I'd be a break dancer.
I'd be a break dancer.
That was nice. I like that. It's like Satia.
Okay, and then
I like
Olympic sport, and then Erceg, and then what?
Oh, is that the fan for you?
Yeah, it's my fan. I usually try to keep my, we're on there.
Yeah.
I usually try to keep my
Yeah, good job.
We got the Olympic thing and then the Erceg, and I think ended the show.
I love when you produce the show.
I do, though.
Okay, if you could pick any Olympic sport that you want to compete in, that you think you'd excel in, Volk, let's start with you.
Well, I don't know if it's still going to be there, but the breakdancing. Didn't you just see?
Yeah, that's a good
You
one.
know what I mean?
Really good. Are you feeling okay?
No, he's going to see the PI
He
staff after
sacrificed
this.
a butt cheek for that.
He's
and it
literally
was
going
good
to see the
I
staff
might have
with
to
the
talk
PI.
to somebody there.
There's a dent in the buttocks after that one.
There's a point where you want to do too good. When you do too good, you suffer the consequences.
But if I was in the Olympics, you know what I mean, I was taking it serious, I would have stretched properly, not like that.
That is a valid
You know who didn't do good was Australia in breakdance.
Dude, it was crazy watching that.
That was the worst thing I've ever
Can I be honest?
seen.
But if I'm being honest,
was
that's kind of what
terrible.
I would expect an Australian person to look like trying to break dance.
Oh, man.
I mean, she took the Olympics with just
By the way, you've
the worst
heard
thing
there's
I've
an
ever seen.
investigation.
She
Supposedly
cheated the system.
Cheated her way
She did.
in
She
to the Olympics.
hired her boyfriend to judge the semis.
Oh my gosh, she's so smart. I love
She's
her.
actually kind of brilliant. Yeah,
We don't know if these are facts.
Oh, they're these are
Yeah,
this
but I
is
heard she has like a
Ariel
master-
Helwani
she has
told
like-
me this was a fact.
But she has like a master's degree
Look, has to
in
be real.
Supposedly
she has a master's degree in
Has to be
breakdance.
real.
You know, it's a weird one, right? Like where you're like sort of like you sort of feel bad, but then you're like you don't know
I
the
don't
full
feel
story.
bad.
Yeah, it's
I
a
don't
weird
feel
one.
bad. She ruined
Can I go?
Australia.
Yeah, no.
Or Dom, can Dom
She
go?
ruined you
I
guys.
don't know if breakdance will be there anymore.
I will make fun of you in
breakdancing
breakdancing
will
forever.
not be at the
She
Olympics
stopped
in
it
Los
forever.
Angeles.
No,
It's already out.
because we're
Why?
well, it's
Because of that. Because of Australia's performance. It's over.
Well, we want because
Get
we
me
want,
in there.
You
Get me
did
in
great.
there,
You
I tell
did
ya.
great.
Pull another.
Go ahead, Dom.
All right, Dom.
What would you play?
Olympic sport.
Olympic what?
No,
Olympics?
we can't do like let's not do wrestling or judo.
No, they're so
Whoa.
good at wrestling. I couldn't
Hey, can I say
wrestle at
something,
an
Dan?
Olympic level.
Can I say something?
No,
Dan?
no, because we're on. Dom,
Tell me,
right?
you
We're on
tell.
Dom.
I want to hear what DC thinks I would play.
You?
Yeah, what would I play?
Yo, table tennis.
You think that's my calling?
Did you have such great hand-eye coordination?
That's my calling.
Table
tennis. Okay, I like the thing with the ring that they like.
Oh, they do like
They flip and like.
rhythmic gymnastics.
Is that what they call it?
Is that what
I don't know. They
ribbon?
throw the thing and they got the loop.
Oh yeah, it's a ribbon. It's a ribbon.
It's
Huh? What's it?
rhythmic.
I mean,
I'm a horse.
No, he's talking about rhythmic gymnastics.
No, yeah, I'm
You're
not
building on-
talking about that. You guys are in my ear saying nonsense.
Yeah,
Imagine
rhythmic
just the
gymnastics,
shooting.
right?
Yeah, you got the ring.
That would be cool,
and
bro.
you
I
like,
watch shooting.
I'm an Olympic
you've seen
athlete.
it.
Yeah.
They throw it and they
They have
throw.
ribbons
Well, he
too. They
shot
have
Yes.
things they
one
do.
guy
Yeah.
shot the arrow. And
I
that
think
was
I could
awesome.
do really good at that because it's not really super athletic. You're like, woo, look at the ribbon.
It's awesome.
I could figure it out.
Did you pick one?
Well,
Eating contest.
I don't want to be that guy.
I know.
I don't want to be that guy, but I
the
mean,
Olympics. I mean,
I don't have to play pretend. I went to the Olympics twice.
Oh
like
my
I don't want
gosh.
to be that guy.
That's
like,
true, you
I went to the Olympics.
Wow.
Like,
how did it go? Did you win a medal?
no, well, I didn't win a medal, but I went to the Olympics.
Hey.
I went to.
Too
Hey,
much?
Dan, no, it's not too much. It's like when you picked on Luke Rockhold. You will now get bullied online again for doing that to me. Fans, please get him. He just act like me going to the Olympics wasn't enough. That's so me going to the Olympics is not enough. I want you to tell me.
How many glasses of wine have you had?
Half of one. But I want you to tell me why me going to the Olympics was not enough for you.
It was enough for me. I'm an American.
That's impressive.
I admire anybody who's been in the Olympics. But when you talk about being the Michael Jordan of everything you do and you go to the Olympics, you don't medal, you got to kind of
I'm
own
going to
that.
say one thing. This brings up why he has a tough time with the scale. Wasn't there a scale issue at the Olympics?
No. I made the weight. Don't be crazy.
I'm asking.
I did
This is
die
a
making
question.
the weight, though. I
Okay.
did die making the weight the second time. But again,
PTSD.
I'm just saying that I would say, like you said, I would say I would love to go to the Olympics and be an amazing wrestler. But then I think to myself, I actually was.
Wow.
You suck the fun out of the
Guys,
game. You
I
suck the
actually
fun out
was.
of it.
Like, think about how you can't get mad at me for being
I'm
awesome.
not mad. How about nobody said decathlon? Like you win the gold medal in the
Oh,
decathlon,
no.
you're the
I
best
would
athlete
like
in
to
the
be-
world. I would
I
want to
would
be a
like to be a
decathlete.
100-meter dash guy, but not be Noah Lyles, because Noah Lyles is annoying because he fights with everybody. I'd like to be called the fastest man in the world. And there have been times in my life where I have been called the fastest man alive.
well, you were 150 pounds lighter.
Yeah, but no.
That's how much I weighed.
Yeah,
That's
we-
literally.
Have you seen me run before?
Get on the scale. Let's see.
I'm so fast.
Prove it. Get on the scale.
I could do a backflip right now if I wanted to.
No, you can't.
Swear to God.
No, I guarantee you can't do a backflip.
A heavyweight just the other day.
No, I guarantee you can't do a backflip.
How much money would you bet me I could do a backflip?
I'll drink a whole bottle of wine right now if you can do it.
Well, you would.
Please do it. Like right now in front of
I
everybody.
can't do it now. I'm gonna end up in the fucking infirmary with Vogue.
All right, let's wrap this show up. Elite athletes like UFC fighters face an unseen opponent, electromagnetic energy. AIRS Tech is a NASA-inspired modulation technology that is patented and scientifically validated solution trusted by champions who seek optimal results. And there's another page that we're playing a game. You guys ready?
Yes.
Wait, I don't really understand the game.
Yeah, it was a promo copy that I did a very poor job reading.
Okay.
Keys, yeah?
So that we don't
okay.
need to know much about.
Okay, I got it.
Well, AIRS
Defensive
Tech.
keys.
Okay, yeah.
Defensive strategies is what we're going to go over.
Defensive strategies.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we're
yeah,
going
sorry.
to, Dominic, we're going to start with you.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you're talking
Defensive
hooker.
keys.
You're talking the hooker fight. Yeah, defensive
I
keys.
don't talk hookers.
I've got hooker.
You what? Yeah, I'm Izzy.
Oh, Izzy, sorry,
I don't
go
do
ahead.
hookers like you
Go ahead.
guys.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
Izzy.
Fair enough.
Defensive keys. Lateral movement, stay away from DDP, closing the distance and charging forward. Keep it in the center and keep your back off the fence. Very important.
Yeah, for me, with Hooker, I think the offense can be a good defense for him with this one. You know, threatening the knees up the middle. You know, if he does shoot, Gamrot shoots for the takedowns, going for the guillotines. Obviously, takedown defense, right? Having good frames in the takedown defense, but threatening him, letting him hesitate if he wants to shoot, and then he can let his hands go. I think that'll be a good defensive strategy. Bit of offense.
That's a lot.
That's
Not
a lot.
everybody's as good as you, man. That's a
When
lot.
he was moving in the octagon, like, yo, this guy's good.
He does a lot of
He's
shit.
very good.
Your left kick.
For me, Cara France, look, he's got to get inside of his range. I know he has the length in terms of arm length, but the way Erceg fights with his length is so important, and he's so good at it. And also, he's got to throw at the same time. He can't wait for Steve Erceg to finish throwing to try to return. That's why Pantoja was able to hit him, and that's why Pantoja was able to take him down. When Erceg would start to go, Pantoja would just start throwing. And it was a bit wild, but he was landing because he was throwing at the same time and not waiting for Erceg to stop throwing. So he's got to get inside the range, and when he's inside the range, when Erceg starts to throw, he's got to throw with him. He can't wait to throw after him.
Those are your AIRS Tech defensive strategies. Elite athletes like UFC fighters face an unseen opponent, electromagnetic and magnetic frequencies. AIRS Tech is a NASA-inspired modulation technology that is patented and scientifically validated solution trusted by champions who seek optimal results. It is time for Rent Free, a fighter or fighters who have been kind of dancing in your head, you know, living rent-free in your head because of a fight they've had in the past that just kind of lives with you forever. DC, you want to get us, you know, I'm going to get us going. I'm going to get us going.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, please.
You're not going to complain about it?
No.
All right.
Raise your hand.
Tai Tuivasa, Derek Lewis, Houston, UFC 271, co-main event in Derek's hometown. Tuivasa won 4 in a row coming in, finishes Lewis in the second round with that elbow, jumps into the top 5 in the heavyweight rankings. And look at that, Miles going bananas. Oh, there's Miles and I in the background. And then the Shuey comes after that. Tai Tuivasa trying to get back into the win column with this one.
There it is, rent-free moment right there. He beat a guy who beat him, came back, and you could tell he'd just been picturing this in his mind. This is the stuff you picture when you're leading into a fight. When you're in bed and you can't sleep at 3 in the morning, right there. That's the stuff you think about. That's the stuff you manifest. Rent-free moment.
And that's me as well. I actually remember my reaction just here, as you can see. I was going absolutely nuts. I don't ever lose control. Like obviously when I'm fighting, like I won't even act like that when I'm fighting. But when I got teammates and whatnot fighting and something in that fashion,
Are you wearing a Stylebender t-shirt?
Yeah.
It's always better with the friends than ourselves.
Hey?
It is. It's always
Look
better.
look at how you felt afterwards. I remember when this guy made his debut, and he's fighting David Dvorak, and Dvorak's ranked number 5 in the world, and here comes Steve Astro Boy, that looks like he looks, and he doesn't seem like he can fight, and he seems overwhelmed when he walks into the fighter meeting. He goes in there and kicks his ass. Steve Erceg, baby, I'll never forget.
How about this? Pissing on the octagon. I'm a dog. This is my octagon. Like it was a fire hydrant on the block. I thought this would take over. I thought everyone who fought. How did Alex, after he beat him, didn't do that immediately? Like if Dricus wins, he's got it. That's one of the coolest. This is my octagons I've ever seen.
Everybody thought, like, what in the world are we doing here? Izzy's out there pissing on the octagon. It was awesome.
Great.
He marked his yard. He did it one time. He did it walking into the octagon too. He stopped and turned at the post and started doing it.
He even did it with all the details in that as well, like like pulled the pants down and showed it all. Detailed.
Dude's amazing.
And no one's done it since. It's still his.
Better
According
than
to the laws of the jungle.
RJ, have you noticed?
He did. I mean, it was.
Have you noticed what?
It was
nature.
Have you noticed what this side of the set and this side of the set has in common? Like there's a common theme here with this side and like
style
and hair.
Trying.
Right? Style.
Oh, wow, you're right.
Hair.
Trying
right?
again.
Bald.
Trying.
I went in between.
Wow,
I didn't know. Like I
hey.
wish I knew I could wear a
T-shirt, right? Like why not?
You're right.
Comfy.
Remember
look
that
nice.
when he
Let's
gets
get
mad
comfy.
and tries
You
to
know what I
beef
mean?
with you. Just remember that he wants your hair.
We got some beers. Hey guys, let's
I
crack
really
the
don't
beers
care
open.
about his hair.
You care.
All right, we're gonna play a little
You care.
guess
It
the
hurts
bald
your
guy
feelings
game.
he has hair
Did
and
you
you
do
don't.
this with Tom Brady?
You want
I
hair.
did, yes. Tom Brady, I did top best. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. All right, so there have been some iconic bald heads in UFC history, right? So we're gonna show a bald head. Do we have the whiteboards, RJ?
Oh yeah, let's get the whiteboards. Please tell me it's the same ones. It's not? Or maybe.
I don't know. Probably not
Would've
the
been
same
funny.
ones. I don't think they'd make it that
Have
easy
you got
for
one
you.
of those guys?
What are we
in there
doing?
That's
We're gonna guess the bald guys.
Well, he's bringing the whiteboard.
Yeah, he's getting them.
Point. Yeah,
he's getting them. I think RJ's like drinking wine over there.
He is, dude. He's in the corner. He's hiding because he's supposed to be
Well, you
working.
guys, he was a kangaroo and you kept slamming him down and tripping him and throwing
Hey,
him.
do you know that RJ has
did
fights
this one.
on his record?
Yeah.
Like, he's not soft.
He has a
man. Give me that,
winning
give me that.
record.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, the way he fell when you threw him looked like he'd never fought.
RJ has a winning record.
RJ is a stud.
You fell sad.
So
RJ has won more fights than he's
I had
lost.
two-time Olympian throw me. What do you
Is there
want?
one?
There you go. You can
Oh, cheers. Oh, there you go.
What is
Okay.
this?
He's 4-3, by the way, as
That's
a pro.
awesome.
4-3 pro record for RJ Clifford.
Well, guess
4-4
what?
now after
Guess
that.
what, though? You better than yours. Better than your pro record.
100%. Yeah.
You shit your pants
I
when you
think we
thought we were
call-
locking the cage behind us. in
I
there.
did.
You know what we called this? Sorry. Guess the dome.
Guess the dome?
Guess the dome.
All right, let's play Guess the Dome.
What are we doing?
All right, so you have to write down whose head that is.
Got it.
Don.
All right, everybody's done? Turn them. Derek Lewis.
Very
Derek
easy.
Lewis.
Very easy. That was
It's the
They've
eyebrows.
got the eyebrows here.
very easy. Yeah. It showed us too much.
All right, Guess the Dome, number 2. You guys all got Derek Lewis. Ooh, I know this one.
Yep.
I know this one. I'm writing it down.
This is trivia I can do because I can see something. It's like pictures in a book. You need the pictures.
Okay.
Gone?
Anthony Smith, I got it. Yeah.
Oh, did you go Gone?
I thought it was Cyril Gone.
I thought we were all on that one.
Nope.
See, visually, that's why you don't watch film. You're better without the visuals. That's what I'm learning.
Ooh, I don't know this
I
one.
know this one.
I know this one. Oh, I can't remember his name.
This
It's
is
tough.
easy. Dude, stop telling Volk. You guys stop telling Volk.
No, Volk knows.
They're telling Volk.
He's an active fighter.
Come on, man.
He
I
knows.
follow him on Instagram.
2,
Son of a.
1.
Wait. Is it?
Robbie Lawler.
Oh, is that
Anik?
Lola?
You said Anik.
Oh,
Well,
that,
I mean, he just.
dang it.
He said Anik.
Look,
That's
I didn't
amazing.
know his name. I'm sorry. No,
Yep.
I was wrong.
There you go. See? Would I have said?
Wow,
Anik,
that was a
but
good one. That one got me.
Somebody
Twos
said that.
across the board.
Ooh.
Oh, I know this one.
You can't even see the name.
The wrinkles. Give
Yeah,
it away.
this is easy. This is easy.
You can tell by the,
He's
the
a coach
forehead
now.
wrinkles. You know who you couldn't do that with? Is
Wait,
anybody who has Botox.
Wait, guys, that's too fast.
He's a coach now.
This is bad if it's not.
I'm not even giving
Oh
you a
my
chance.
God.
Glover.
I thought it was me, eh? he's got the same scar
I got it.
as me.
DC cheated like
Are you
usual.
serious?
Yeah, like
Okay, well, Volk didn't get it. Dom, how many do you got?
I got it. I don't know. I got
That's
at least
hilarious.
3.
Dom has 3.
I'm good with pictures.
Dom's up.
It's
How the hell does Dom have 3?
The trivia is hard. Yeah. Crayons, pictures.
What's a crayon?
You don't know what a crayon is?
Oh man.
You color with it?
This could be
Stop.
two
You have
Crayon.
kids.
Crayon.
Crayon.
Yeah,
Okay.
crayon.
Oh wait. Ooh,
Nobody
this
says
one's
crayon.
hard.
This could be
People say
this
crayon.
could be 2. Oh
I better
man.
get this shit.
My first pick's this one, but I'll just show you my second pick.
Okay. It's definitely not DC.
Yes, me.
No, it's not.
I want to go with my first.
Kind of got a...
Me and Volk don't even know what we look like. There it is.
That's you?
Okay.
Is that you? What?
Yes,
Wow. I did not think that was you.
How did you know?
Right up here.
I know, but your head was skinnier then.
I
It's
said Demetrius
much
Johnson.
fatter now. Look, it's like kind of like a bowl. Like, look how fat it is now. It's just filled out on the sides.
I thought you were Demetrius.
That's what it is?
Yeah, 100%.
Mate, I thought it was there.
Well, I'm going to do a demo after this. We got one. We're going to extend the show 15 minutes.
No,
for me to
show's
kick
over
your ass
after
in the
this.
octagon.
Show's over after this.
15-minute fight.
Nope.
Come on, pussy. I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Oh, man.
You want to see it, right, Volk?
Hey?
You want to see me kick his ass?
Yeah, yeah.
No, Volk, come on, Volk.
Oh.
Okay. Nah, I don't.
Come on, thank
You know what I mean?
Oh!
That's so hard.
Wait, what is that?
So he actually got a
give us a
hair
couple seconds.
transplant
That
in
is
Turkey.
so
I'm trying to remember who
hard.
this is. I know.
Wait, it's a guy.
Oh!
Is he in the UFC now?
Yes. No? Well, there's one guy that just got one that's still in the UFC.
No way it's who I'm going to pull it. There's no way.
He's retired.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Did you say he recently did it? Oh, okay, yes.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to try Chuck.
I'm not even going to show mine then.
I don't have one. That one's hard.
Reveal, dude. I said,
Who is
Cowboy.
that?
Cowboy.
Oh,
Can't
my
even
God,
recognize
yeah.
him.
I didn't know Cowboy recently.
I only
Cowboy's
know him
got
with a
hair
cowboy
transplant.
hat.
He looks so different, dude.
Did it work?
And he's openly on steroids.
It works?
He
Right.
He encourages steroid abuse.
I mean, he's retired.
He's the best.
He's retired.
He's always had good hair. So that was a
All right,
choice
let's
by him to be bold. Okay. All right, what?
Come on, why do we keep doing this with the bald head?
Wait a second.
The eyebrows are big giveaways.
Mate, I feel like...
3-3-2. Volk has 2, everybody else has 3.
Oh my gosh, that's
You're
hard.
visual, remember?
I think
That
I've got
one's
this
hard.
one.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Oh,
Oh, that's
right.
it. Dang, I do see it now.
Fought him.
It's the
Why have
eyebrows.
I got round two?
Wow, you fought him. That's not fair. They're giving you freebies. Yeah, you stared at him for 3 months.
Roundtree and
Just admit I'm right.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to.
Maybe
You
that's why I've
hate
just got
admitting
that in
I'm
my
right.
head.
I'm right.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, you could tell that one.
Oh, no.
Kind of looks like you, Volk.
Nah, it's Canadian.
But
Let's
wait
go.
a second, is he usually... Oh,
Wait,
no.
you guys didn't say. You guys didn't.
No?
It's Connor. It's
GSP?
Connor. You said it's Canadian.
Oh, is that
Ellie.
Connor?
I said Kai
I'm
Carver.
way off, man. I just went Nate Diaz.
Well, dude, why would you say he's Canadian, Dan?
What's that? I
You
thought
can't say he's Canadian. You're the host. You're supposed to give him
I thought it was
clues of
GSP.
anything.
I thought it was
You can't
GSP.
just blurt out shit,
I
man.
thought it was GSP. What do you want?
All right. Yeah.
Guessing.
They
Just
all
like the
look
rest
the
of you
same.
They all look the same.
DC did not look the same.
That's Volk.
Yeah.
I look to the right. Okay, let's do it. No, wait, no. Please give me one more. I want to beat him. I have to beat him again. Please, I gotta beat him.
This is the
again.
longest weigh-in
I've been
show in the
kicking
history of
his
weigh-in
ass all
shows.
day.
Wait, let me get one
I've
of
been
let me get
kicking
one of
your
my
ass all
phones.
day.
Let's chug a beer and see who
Let me get
wins.
one of my phone for
Let's
the last
chug a
one.
beer.
And see who
No,
wins.
we'll chug a beer, motherfucker.
You can't beat me at that, bro. There's no
Let's chug a
way.
beer to see who wins. Ready?
Wait,
Hold on.
give me a second.
Have you already been drinking some?
Nope.
Hey, hold on. You drank some already.
I have not drank a beer.
Are we all doing it? I go.
No, we're gonna chug a beer to see who wins. Ready?
Oh,
Wait,
I just do that.
Give us a call. Give us a call. Vote the 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
go.
yeah, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Dom is dominating. DC cannot
Wait,
chug
well,
beer.
I called this, so I'm gonna have to check. Let me see if they're empty. Ooh. Give us a look. That's empty.
That's pretty good.
That's empty. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Champ.
Dom!
Winner.
Here you go, champ.
In the.
Here you go, champ.
I don't lose,
My
bro.
ass.
I don't like to lose.
You kick my ass. Oh my God, my eyes are like all water.
Tucson. This is what we do. We chug beers.
I'll forget you from Tucson. Damn it, I'll forget you from Tucson.
University of Arizona, baby. Get your done.
I always think of like San Diego, where it's like
They
really
don't
nice.
know.
They don't drink beer.
What'd you say, little fighter boy?
Oh, here we go.
This was a really long weigh-in show, Volk. You should ask for a
Wow,
rate.
look at the veins from the beer chug.
You should ask
That
for.
one got me.
Volk, you should ask for like what do they call that when you work on holidays and regular jobs where you get more money?
Oh, double time.
Double time.
Double time, time and a half?
And I pulled my glute as well.
You did.
Know what I mean?
You're going to get a little workers' comp for this one.
That's for time and a half.
Oh, this is the beginning of the show.
Was good.
That was delicious. What was that called again?
That was worth it.
That's going to cost
Oh, look at his
That's
butt.
going to cost Volk $1 million.
That
Can
hurt.
you believe that?
That hurt.
That's going to cost you $1 million.
Look at this domination.
I'll be right.
No surprise there.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, the Vegemite. Dude, I can't believe nobody else ain't
Look at him.
I hate Vegemite.
Oh, I won this one too. My bad.
I went 0-6 on that.
Yeah,
Did you really?
Really bad.
Wow,
Considering you just did wine tasting. Yeah. Look at him celebrate. You can always tell.
There we go, Dom. There we go, Dom.
Like that.
They weren't ready.
Oh, boom. He hit the floor hard.
He
there.
did. He did.
Because he has
There's the L's. I wonder if he gets the...
Dude, this was crazy. You with that snake. Thanks for watching, everybody. UFC 305 tomorrow from Perth.
I'm a straight on.
Thanks to Volk for joining us. See you tomorrow, everybody.
New water.